there is. If you don't know what a star buy is, basically it's going to be one or two things. It's going to either be a premier strand, such as our Pyrite. I also have pink tourmaline coming up as a brand new strand this evening. Or it's going to be a collection of products that we've put together, bundled them together in order to give you an incredible saving, maybe even a clearance price on a few of our star buys this evening. Basically, Liam's going to give you the best possible prices he can. That's what we're here for on the Miss It Miss Out show. We are part of the Genuine Gemstone Company. It is our aim to give you the best possible value on genuine gemstones. And we are going to go above and beyond, as we always do here on the Miss It Miss Out show, because it's our job to clear out the last of stock and make way for new and exciting products. So a lot of the items you're going to see on the show are going to be last of stock. There might only be a few left. It might be a final opportunity to get hold of them. And we're going to try and make them as accessible as possible by taking them to the lowest ever prices. So stay tuned, you've got to stick with us, because every single night between 5 PM and 9 PM here on Jewellery Maker, if you miss it, you miss out! That's right, it's Friday night, the boys are in good spirits. Where are we going to start, producer Liam? Oh yes, so this is a 2-for-1 deal. Saw this up in the office earlier. We're actually looking at this month's birthstone, and we're looking at it in a bit of an alternative colour variety. I think when most people think of garnet, they think of that sort of lipstick red colour tone, don't they? But with hessonite garnet, you're looking at much more of the cognac colours, the amber tones, those whiskey colours as well. It's a lovely colour variation along the strand actually. You could technically graduate out these stones and use the ones which are more similar in colour in a piece, or of course the variation looks pretty gorgeous on its own. Now these are rice beads, and they actually vary in size from 8x3 to 12x5, giving you 70 carats in total. You can see there the golden tones coming through, those brandy colours, those golden honey-like tones. And we're also going to throw in this very vibrant strand of almost neon yellow shell pearl. They do actually work quite well together. Of course, you could use them just as two separate strands within your stash. It is going to be a 2-for-1 deal. Now actually, these are very, very useful and versatile because they are your 4mm rounds. So they would work really well in beady bead designs or soutache designs. You can use them on your kumahimo, you can use them on your bead loom. So many different disciplines which would be enhanced by the use of 4mm rounds, particularly when you've got this level of vibrancy. Because you know, you might have more muted tones that you're using as some of your sort of focal points. So for example, in a soutache design, you might have like quite a large cabochon that's more of a muted tone, and then you could give it a bit of a lift by integrating your 4mm yellow shell pearl. Just one idea. I'm sure you have many more creative ideas than I do. The code you need for this particular bundle is IHGC16, a 2-for-1 deal, and here comes your price this evening. $6.95. We are going to start as we mean to go on here tonight on the Miss It Miss Out show. $6.95 for 2 strands of gemstones. You've got your shell pearl, and you've got January's birthstone in this alternate variety. Beautiful hessonite garnet. In fact, some of these are really large. Look at this largest one here. I think it's about 12x5mm. It's a really deep colour tone. It's pretty large. That could form the focal point of any jewellery design. IHGC16, 2 strands of gemstones for just $6.95. It's an absolute steal of a deal. If you want to get involved, the time to act is now. Don't forget, here on Jewellery Maker, we're only ever going to charge you 1 P&P per day of just $2.95. So if you already have an order up and running, you can add as many of our items to your order, and you're not going to pay any more P&P. That is the way to do it here on the Miss It Miss Out show, and we are determined to find and add it to your order price for each and every one of you. So if you've already paid your $2.95, Liam and I are going to make it our mission this evening to find and add it to your order price for each and every one of you. IHGC16, your 2-for-1 deal. That is how we kick off this evening, but we're not stopping there. Now, I'm just going to actually lay down a little challenge to my producer, because it was his birthday at the start of the week. Happy birthday, Liam, by the way. And he was off on Monday and Tuesday, so Dion took the reins. Now, she was doing some pretty low prices, Liam. She likes to go low on them prices. Do you think you can better them? He says, definitely. They're very, very competitive, these producers, and if I tell them, Dion would have gone a bit lower on that, I might be able to push them prices lower for you. So we'll see exactly how low we can go. Where are we going to start, Liam? Oh, it's a good place to start. Look at this. One of the rarest gemstones on the planet. Not because Mother Nature doesn't create a whole lot of it. Maybe, well, she doesn't create loads of it, but that's not the reason it's so rare. The reason it's so rare is because it is so difficult to mine for it. We are only able to mine for this gemstone around about 2 to 3 months a year, because the areas in which we find it are so cold. We're talking about areas like Siberia, places like that. So difficult to get hold of because it's such a cold region where we find it. And it does what it says on the tin. This is beautiful chrome dioxide, and that vibrant forest green or lime green tone that you get is actually from the element of chromium. And you know, if chromium is giving this the colour tone, then we name it after it, because it's such a prominent element that gives you this colour tone. Whenever people work with this gemstone, they fall in love with it. It is amazing. We only have single figures of availability. I did say we'd be very limited on availability with some of these items. Here's the original price for this strand and what you would be paying on any other day, $34.95. But as I say, this is the Miss It Miss Out show. We are going to try and give you the best possible value available to clear out the last few in stock. We actually only have single figures of availability. Here comes your price slash this evening. Only available at this price until 9 PM, or of course while stocks last, which I think is more likely on this. $24.95. I like it. He's already competing. He's giving you a £10 saving on the first strand we're showing you this evening. DGYY05, 25 carats of gorgeous chrome dioxide with a £10 saving. Now these are faceted droplets. They're top drilled, so very easy to create matching sets of jewellery. You could have your matching earrings and pendant set, for example. And if you are using chrome dioxide within your designs, you are going to make your money back. $24.95. It looks like we've got enough people on the phone lines to sell this first item out already, but you have made a £10 saving, so congratulations to you. We're going to move on. We're going to move straight on to another very sought after variety, this time of topaz. Now this is your beautiful sky blue topaz. Very widely used by, well, not just the high street jewellers right now, but also some of the biggest design houses in the world. I've actually seen Swiss blue topaz being used in designs which people are charging 4 figures for. Now I'm not comparing the finish they have with the finish we have here, although if you look at this, it's probably some of the highest quality blue topaz we've ever had. But what I am saying is that people are prepared to spend a lot of money to get this gemstone into their collection. And look at this. Look at the faceting on the surface of these gemstones. You can tell the quality of the gemstones from the standard of the faceting. Look at that. And it's bringing a real level of elegance and sophistication to your designs, isn't it? Because of the quality of the gemstones. These, again, top drilled pear drops, which range in size from 5x3 to 9x7. And we are going to take this to its lowest ever price. Again, we are very limited in availability, so if you want to get involved, start dialing now. That's my advice. As soon as you see something you like, when the code hits the screen, start dialing. It's a free phone number. You can always put the phone down, but if it sells out, you'll be kicking yourself. The code is WOJK02, 35 carats in total, let's have a look at our current price of $21.95. That is not the price we are going to finish at this evening. We're going to take it lower. People already on the phone lines, that's the way to do it. And we're about to go even lower. In fact, we are taking this to the lowest ever price this evening. 35 carats of beautiful blue topaz for $14.95. Effectively a 33% saving. And actually, it was originally launched at $24.95. So once again, you're making a £10 saving against the launch price. It looks like we already have enough people on the phone lines to actually sell this out. So congratulations to everybody coming through. I've seen a few familiar names, so I imagine you are adding this to that one P&P per day of just $2.95. That is such a high-end strand, one of the highest end looks I have seen here at JewelleryMaker. We're going to move on. Okay, I'm going to jump forward now, and we're going to give you an opportunity to add imperial topaz to your order. Look at this. So topaz, one of the most on-trend gemstones being used by designers right now. I mean, if you actually watch our sister channel, Gems TV, they'll have whole hours dedicated to showcasing this gemstone. It is not just on trend, but it's really fashionable. That's the thing. If you actually, the beauty of working with a gemstone like this is that you can just walk down the high street and do your own comparisons. Because if you look in some of the high street jewelers' windows, you know, the ones with letters in their initials in their names. If you have a look in their window, you'll be able to do your own price comparisons because they will be using topaz within their designs, and they're setting it not just into silver but into gold designs. We're looking at 140 carats here. Really interesting strand this, because it hasn't been really heavily worked on by our lapidarists. Instead, they've given it this high polished finish. It's going to give you a beautiful high-end look to your designs. And the thing I love about imperial topaz is that the colour is quite subtle. Again, you're getting those golden and honey-like tones coming through. And then look at this particular one here. Almost looks like a piece of amber or something like that, doesn't it? Almost looks prehistoric. 140 carats in total, and these are irregular ovals. They range in size from 9x4 to 13x8. And we're going to give you another price reduction. We mean business here on the Miss It Miss Out show tonight. The code is QXRU80. Let's have a look at your current price. So currently available on our website for $19.95, which, as we all know, represents the best value on the market. We were recently voted the best gemstone supplier on the market here at JewelleryMaker. $19.95 is not your price. We only have limited availability, and we've taken it down to $12.95. QXRU80. Now, one thing that I don't know if Liam realised, I don't know if I should tell him, but the clearance ended on Sunday. So you do know we're not supposed to be doing clearance prices, don't you? He says he's going to be doing them every now and then. Stay tuned. QXRU80, 140 carats of beautiful imperial topaz, available right now for $12.95. They are selling quickly. I'll tell you something about getting involved tonight. If you buy this tonight, that's not it. You have just put yourself in the running to own it. You still have a 30-day money-back guarantee to make your final decision. So get it home, see it for yourself, and if you don't fall in love with it, you can send it straight back. But when you see it, and you see imperial topaz for the first time, and you get it home, I think you're going to start your own affair with this gemstone. It's available right now at the clearance price of $12.95. Of course, all of our price reductions are only available until 9 PM. So at which point they're all going to return to their original price. So where are we getting on to now? Oh, gorgeous strand of beryl here. And it's described as multi-coloured beryl, but I think that's just for ease of getting it on screen. Actually, what we're looking at here is aquamarine, morganite, heliodor, and goshenite. Now these are faceted saucers, which I always think of being sort of cross between a bicone and a rondelle. They have this huge facet on the outer extremity around the centre, which really is going to add an extra dynamic to your designs. Look at this strand. Look down this end. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 examples of morganite there. I mean, we're talking about a seriously exclusive gemstone there, originally sold exclusively by Tiffany's morganite. But now, thanks to the buying power that you have given us here on JewelleryMaker, we are able to bring you the opportunity to offer your customers morganite aquamarine. I mean, if you look closely there, that is a bit of golden beryl, a bit of heliodor there as well. Beautiful example of goshenite there as well. Let's have a look at our price this evening. $8.95. We're talking about 100 carats of beryl here. Very sought after gemstones. Absolutely incredible quality. Particularly, I know people are going to say I'm being biased, but particularly on the morganites. There's a real consistency of colour across all the morganites on this strand. They are that gorgeous pastel shade of pink. I love these, but then again, I'm a bit of a magpie when it comes to the likes of morganite, kunzite, basically all the girly gemstones. But actually, the strand is predominantly aquamarine, isn't it? And even with your aquamarine, you've got a real consistency of colour. You've got that gorgeous sky blue tone. Congratulations to everybody coming through on the phone line. This was originally launched at $14.95. We're now down at the lowest ever price of $8.95. So if you do want to add this to your order, get involved right now. The code is AARU60. Well done to Paula, Rebecca, Terry, another Laura, Fiona, Amy. You're all there. It looks like this could be another sellout. We're going to leave that one with you. We're going to move on. Yeah, so I showed this earlier just because I thought it would go really well with the Superstar Buy. Coming up at 5 to 9 is your purple coated pyrite. It's really interesting gemstone because I think traditionally when we think of pyrite we think of fool's gold and we think of adding that little bit of elegance to our designs without having to put a huge metal weight into our designs, which would obviously drive the price up. But the other thing that pyrite is so useful for is adding a little bit of weightiness to your designs. It has real weightiness to it. And so if that's what you're looking for, it could be interesting to get it in this beautiful, vivacious colour tone. That regal purple, or let's face it, chocolate wrapper purple. And I just think that this lavender amethyst is the perfect combination. Now that's coming up, this particular strand, at 5 to 9 as our Superstar Buy, a brand new launch. But right now we're going to bring you 160 carats of lavender amethyst. Gorgeous this is. Again, that beautiful feminine tone. This one's leaning more towards kunzite than the morganite because you've got those purple tones in there. But look at the faceting. Once again, the lapidary has done all the work for us there, creating real sparkle, real sophistication. These are 8mm faceted rounds, very easy to work with. They give you 160 carats in total. We only have a limited number available. In fact, we've got exactly 20 left. The code is ABGP94. Let's have a look at our price this evening. Oh, really? Okay, we're going to give you a reduction. I wasn't sure because it's already very reasonably priced at $7.95. We're going to go lower. The code is ABGP94. $5.95, and producer Liam says he cares not for that price. He's accepted the challenge. He wants to outdo Dion. We had a lot of messages coming through saying that the prices were unbelievable on Monday and Tuesday. Record low prices, they were saying. So you got a lot to live up to, but you're already doing it. Well done to Monica, Irina, Katie, Michelle, Gail, new buyers there, Amanda, Barbara, Diane. In fact, I'm going to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So by my reckoning, which is a little bit, it could fluctuate up and down. Somebody might be phoning about something else, but I reckon we've got about 6 left at $5.95. So if you want to be lucky, get on the phone lines. It's a free number to dial from a landline, 0800 644 655. Alternatively, log in at jewellerymaker.com and you can add this to your order by simply clicking to buy now. And while you're there, you can also click the little message box and leave Liam a little message like, go lower. No, I'm joking. ABGP94, 160 carats of lavender amethyst for $5.95. I'm going to have to leave that there because I've easily got 20 people on the lines now. So we're going to move on. But I will say one thing. If you do want to interact with the show in any way, don't hesitate. It's not our show, it's your show. If you want to get involved, you can text us in at 60777. Just start your message with the phrase JM Studio. You can also get involved via Facebook. If you want to contact me personally regarding any matters, I'm on Facebook at Ed Presenter. And of course, as I say, you can message in on the website. It'll come directly through to my producer screen, and we can even show it on screen and give you a little shout out. There's all the contact information there. The perfect way to get involved via Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, text. And as I say, probably the most efficient way is if you watch the show online. Just log in, click the message box, and you can leave us a lovely message. We are going to move on though. Are we going to fit in one more? Ooh. Did you say number 4? Wow. This is amazing. I love the cut. These are really interesting. Green quartz, but not as you would normally see it. Not in its traditional guise. It's a little bit different to usual. Basically, I think it might be the rough cut quartz, but then polished to give it an amazing finish. But even though I'm mesmerised by the look of the gemstone, it's all about the cut. These are through drilled pear drops, but they have this little twist to them. And you see that? They have a really organic feel. They're almost like pebbles, aren't they, that you'd find on the beach. They're going to add so much texture to your designs, aren't they? Still going to look really high end because of that polished finish. 300 carats in total, and the pear drops themselves are 20 by 15 mil in size, so quite a significant size. You could probably get away with using these as a pendant in quite an understated design, I would say. SNPO38 is the code. Let's have a look at our current price. $7.95, and we're not staying there this evening. We've set producer Liam the challenge of going low on prices, and he is not going to let us down. He's going to take these under £5. $4.95 is all you're going to pay. Wow, really? Okay, we're already down to single figures. Well over half the stock's already been allocated. SNPO38, well done to Jan. Well done to a new buyer, you're there. Well done to Daniel, well done to Abigail, well done to another new buyer, well done to Amy. You are repeat buying, making the most of that 1 P&P per day of just $2.95. Francis, you're there as well. It looks like this is going to be a sellout, but if you want to get involved, don't take my word for it. Make sure you are speaking to a member of the help team, or of course, clicking to buy now on JewelleryMaker.com. Now, when you see prices like $4.95 for genuine gemstones, don't be fooled. We are not interested in devaluing gemstones in any way. We are, of course, part of the Genuine Gemstone Company, but here at Jewellery Maker, we dedicate ourselves to giving you the best possible value for genuine gemstones. And here on the Miss It Miss Out show, we are tasked with clearing out the last of stock, so we go a little bit lower still. Well done to Pamela, you're multi-buying this strand, so congratulations to you. We're going to leave that on with you, and don't worry, it doesn't matter how many items you buy, you're only ever going to pay 1 P&P per day. Now, I think I might be right in saying, is it time? It's time. It's time for our first one of the evening. It's Star Buy time! Okay, so welcome back to Jewellery Maker and the Miss It Miss Out show. It is now time for our first star buy of the evening. If you've just tuned in, maybe it's your first time you've been watching, and you're thinking, who is this handsome son of a gun? Well, my name's Ed. I used to be the sales manager of Jewellery Maker, but I've defected and I've become a presenter, and I'm so excited because now I get to bring you all the lovely deals. And when we bring you a star buy, we're going to do one of two things. We're going to launch a brand new strand, which we're going to do later in the show, or we're going to take a collection of products together and give you a huge saving. That's exactly what we're going to do here, and we've tried to pick one shape here, one cut of gemstone, but in a variety of gemstones. So we're looking here at your wheels. Now I know people love to work with these, they go so far. They have a real impact on your designs because they almost look like they interlock or tessellate on the beading thread because of the cut themselves. You can see there exactly what I'm referring to. Now this is your wheel saver deal. Now you've got gorgeous red agate here. These are 10 by 5 mil in size. Now the interesting thing about that is you've got 5 mil worth of depth on each gemstone, so they are really going to look significant within your designs. On top of that, you also have your labradorite, your favourite gemstone of not just last year but the year before. A multi-award winning gemstone here at JewelleryMaker. If you don't know what I'm referring to, we did in fact do a award ceremony. So we had a number of categories that the audience could vote on, and labradorite was voted your favourite gemstone to work with, not just of 2013, but it retained its title from 2012. So labradorite, a very, very popular gemstone. I think I know why. It's because of this optical effect you get. And the reason people love to see this optical effect is because it helps you sell your jewellery. That's the bottom line, I think. When you're selling your jewellery at craft fairs, or within, maybe you do have bespoke commissions coming through, but maybe people don't have the same depth of knowledge about gemstones. When they see this optical effect, it just helps them to fall in love with the gemstone. You can see there the labrador essence is gorgeous, very prominent, although when you get it home it will look even more significant because the studio lights really aren't doing it justice. I can see violet tones, beautiful golden greens, electric blues as well. We can see it, but it's just going to be more obvious in one light source rather than all the studio lights bouncing off it. So you've got your labradorite wheels here. These range in size from 4x2 to 5x3, so very slight variations on this strand. They're quite similar in size. So you've got your labradorite and you've got your red agate, but that's not all. We also have, as part of this bundle, oh, excuse me, I dropped my tweezers earlier. They told me not to use that lift. Now look at this. Also have your sterling silver wheels here. Do you know what these are perfect for? They actually remind me of the little stoppers on the end of those very famous charm bracelets. Do you know what I mean? So this could be perfect if you want to sort of emulate that high fashion look. You don't just get one of these, by the way, you get 5, and these are 925 sterling silver, so this is the kind of finish you want to be able to offer your customers. That high-end look of sterling silver. I love this because I'm thinking the hole's probably about 2.5 mil, so you could easily get some cord through there. So you get 5 of these, and they are detailed on the outside. Oh, sorry, I just whipped that down too quickly. But you can see there, if we can go in, you can see the detailing. There we go, perfect. See, so they are detailed, so they're going to add a little bit more texture and an even higher finish to your pieces. So you get 5 of your 925 sterling silver wheels, which are 5x3 mil in size. You get strand of labradorite, your favourite gemstone, and a strand of red agate wheels here, which are really significant in size, 10x5 mil in size. If you were to buy all of this separately, bearing in mind you also get the sterling silver findings here, this would cost you around about the £20 price point. That is not going to be your price today. As part of your wheel saver deal, we are going to give you a saving. The code is ZVGC36. $11.95 is all you're going to pay today. So you're making a huge saving there of around about £8. ZVGC36. Well done to everyone coming through on the phone lines. There are people multi-buying this evening. making the most of their 1 P&P per day. I know that we were very busy this morning. I know that the designer inspiration hours there with Vicky were very busy. So I know there's a lot of you out there who already have P&P up and running. As soon as you see something you like, add it to your order. You're not going to pay any more P&P, and you have your 30-day money-back guarantee to make your final decision. Well done to Mary. You've got 2 of these coming your way. Well done to Debbie, Sharon. Lots of anonymous buyers. We know what that means. That means you've already been naughty today. You've already made a few purchases. You're just making the most of your P&P, but somebody in your house is saying, you're not dialing up JewelleryMaker, are you? No, nothing like that. Yeah, the wheel saver deal. Put me down as anonymous. ZVGC36, your wheel saver deal, available right now at $11.95. Congratulations to everybody coming through on the phone lines. You have made yourself a massive saving. So congratulations to you. We're going to leave that one with you. We're going to move on. We've got a lot to get through, including this very impressive bundle of items coming up in just half an hour's time. You're going to make a massive saving. I'll be honest with you, it's easier for us to obviously source things like tools than it is gemstones, because with gemstones it's a very competitive market. Of course, we're up against jewellers, and of course we're at Mother Nature's mercy. So we never know how much we're going to be able to get hold of. Of course, these are man-made items. These are your tools, so we can always get these back in stock, and as a result, it doesn't matter if we sell them out a bit quicker than usual. So we're going to give you a huge saving on this bundle of tools. In fact, I'm being told you're going to get all of these half price effectively if you buy them. Oh, hello. Don't be damaging the druzy head. You'll get in lots of trouble. So what have we got here? We've got a pair of tweezers, anvil, your bead reamer, your flat nose pliers, and your ring mandrel, the plastic one. So that is all coming up for you. Ooh, in about 20 minutes time. I better get a move on. Where are we moving on to then? Where is it, sorry? A pot, a gold pot. Oh, I see, sorry, it slid to the back, he is right, sorry, my apologies. Here we go. So actually brought this to you earlier in the week as well. But I'm not sure if it was as part of a little bundle actually. I think we brought the silver and the gold together. So this time we've got just the gold one here. It's got 20 pots of really detailed gold finish copper findings. There's 100 in total because you get 5 of each variety. You get 5 square beads, 5 round beads, which are 10 mil, 5 round beads which are 8 mil, 5 rondelle beads which are 12 mil, 5 rondelle beads which are 10 by 4, and 5 rondelle beads which are 8 by 4. You've got 5 bicone beads, but they have the brushed finish. So they're going to be adding a lot of texture to your designs. You also have your 5 detailed bead caps, which are generally floral variety. So you're going to get 100 different findings in total. I'll show you everything you're going to get, in fact. And basically, you've got a range of sizes in each one. So there you can see the floral bead caps. Those are the largest ones. Those are 11 mil. Oh, sorry, those are 13 mil. Then you've got the 12 mil. And you've got the 11.5 mil. You've also got, for example, your brushed oval discs. You can see here, so they're going to add a lot of texture to your designs with those. And of course, it's quite interesting to add different mediums and textures into your design. So these beads may make your gemstones go further and also bring a different dynamic into your designs. You've also got your flat square beads there. And then you've got your brushed square beads. Sorry, pliers. Oh, look at these butterfly shaped beads here. Very, very popular within jewellery designs. You've got your flat beads as well. 20 pots in total. Every shape you can imagine. Almost can't fit them all on the desk. There's so many. Oh, I love these. Whoa. And of course, you've got your handy pots for storing all your findings and your case for putting all your pots in. Let's have a look at the current price for 100 different gold finished copper findings, $19.95. And we're not staying there this evening. We are going to give you a miss it, miss out price. The code is BCIH61. 20 pots of gold finished copper findings for $12.95. Once again, making a huge saving. And of course, if you already have a P&P up and running, it's a no-brainer. You've got to take advantage of these clearance prices this evening. BCIH61, 100 different findings, 20 different varieties, and you've got 5 of each variety. That's right, Riley. I know that 520s are 100. BCIH61, 20 pots of your gold finished copper findings, 100 in total, for just $12.95. And don't forget, at 9 p.m. that is going to return to the original price of $19.95. Got a lot of new buyers coming on the phone lines for these. This is an absolutely fantastic way to expand your collection of findings and maybe elevate your jewellery designs to another level. We're going to have to leave that one with you. It's going to take me ages to put them all away because there's so many findings here. And we're going to move on. Don't forget, at any point between now and 9 p.m. you can add these items to your order. But of course, at 9 p.m. they will return to their original price. This one will return to $19.95. So take advantage while you can. We're going to move on. We're moving on to. Why are we so deflated then, producer Liam? Oh, I see. He said, "Oh, you did these the other day, but without me." We're a very close team here. We're a close team on the Miss It Miss Out show, but also, to be honest, JewelleryMaker, we're a close team, and the whole of the Genuine Gemstone Company. We're a family-run business, you see, and that ethos does tend to run through the entire company. We are looking right now at peach cultured pearls. Now, I love these particular variety, and I think I may have mentioned this the other day when I was doing them, but they're sort of twofold, really. Because you can either match them up with certain gemstones, so maybe something really feminine, and play on the peach tone, or you can match them up with some really high-end findings, for example, and maybe play on that champagne pearlescence that you get from them. So you can take these particular pearls in one of two directions, I believe. The code is GCGP01. The pearls themselves range in size from 8x7 to 10x7, so there are slight variations in the size. It's not really obvious at all. They're quite uniformed on the strand itself. Pearls, of course, they're not prized by carat weight like any other gemstone. These are a natural mineral, and instead they're prized for their roundness and their pearlescence. These are so close to being perfect rounds, you would hardly tell, particularly once they're sort of incorporated into a jewellery design. But it's the pearlescence for me on this particular strand, that golden champagne-like tone. It's going to bring, this sounds like a silly word to use, but because I've mentioned champagne, they're almost going to bring a fizz to your designs. Do you know what I mean? They're going to give you that bit of lift. We know that pearls are classic. We know they have a vintage feel to them, but this particular strand has something really special about it because of that pearlescence. Let's have a look at the current price. $11.95, absolutely ridiculous, and actually reflects the best price you're going to find in the market. I myself have done some research recently, and I couldn't find pearls this competitively priced for the quality you get. Down to $7.95. The code is GCGP01. Your peach cultured pearls available right now for $7.95, and I have to say that is a steal of a deal. We did it the other night, and I remember we did it for a reason. We were having a few graphical errors the other night, and so we did it to make it up to, but we've matched it tonight. Producer Liam didn't know that. He's just out to give you the best possible value. GCGP01, that is what we're going to do tonight. We're going to give you the best prices available, and this is flying out the door at $7.95. It looks like this could finally be a sellout this evening. So if you do want to get involved, dial right now to avoid disappointment. We're going to leave that one there. We're going to move on. And we're moving on now. Ooh. Green onyx charms. Last opportunity to own these, I would think. Very, very limited in stock. Never had its the price lowered before. They have been seen as part of bundles where you may have been able to make a saving, but never on the individual item. Now look at the gorgeous forest green tone you get from this onyx. We're used to seeing black onyx, aren't we, within jewellery designs. The reason I love these, it should be because of the quality of the gemstone. I mean, they're huge, aren't they, the gemstones? In fact, you've got 5 carats of green onyx in each charm, because you get 3 charms as part of this code. The code is WKDL61, but actually it's this detailing. This is gold-plated sterling silver on the heart here, and you've got that lobster claw clasp. So a very, very high-end look here. You don't have to use them in charm bracelets, although that is what they're designed for, and they would look rather gorgeous. Let's have a look at the current price for 3 green onyx, gold-plated sterling silver charms. So currently available on our website for $10.95. As I say, you do get 3 of them. I'll try. Oh, I'll just pick all 3 up. We all know how good I am with a pair of tweezers. So there you go. You've got 3 in total. I like this one here. It's got a slightly darker tone, hasn't it? That's just interesting. That's the beauty of working with genuine gemstones, because you do get a bespoke look with every single gemstone. So it should be $10.95. We're about to take these down to a clearance price for the last in stock. You can own them for $6.95. This is gold-plated sterling silver, and you have that lobster claw clasp, as well as that little bit of detail, that little 3D heart, if you like. These would be perfect within your Valentine's designs, wouldn't they? You can see there the heart. Perfect finish on these charms. That's the heart, and then you've got that huge 5 carat green onyx, faceted to perfection to give you a really elegant look. WKDL61 available right now at the clearance price of $6.95. If you want to add them to your order, the time to act is right now. Dial that free phone number or click to buy now on JewelleryMaker.com. It looks like it could be a sellout, but of course don't take my advice. Make sure you speak to a member of the help team. The code is WKDL61. We're going to move on. We're going to move on to, ooh, very interesting. Look at these. Now, we're just talking about adding texture to your designs. Check these out. These are black agate. Have a look at the design on the surface of the gemstone. They have been faceted, so you still get that little sparkle, that little twinkle. But really, I see this being quite a tribal theme on this strand. Depends, I suppose, what design you use them in. Dan thinks they look quite serpent-like. Yeah, producer Liam saying it has a sort of Art Deco feel to it. So there you go. It depends what you see in the gemstone. That's the most interesting thing about working with genuine gemstones. They have a different association for each and every person. Everybody has that personal attachment to them. That is the beauty of working with something as interesting as this. We're looking at over 400 carats here of black onyx. They're faceted rounds which range from 13 to 14 mil. Hardly worth mentioning, really, is it? Very, very slight variation. You can't see it by eye. OOGP69 is the code. And here comes your price this evening. For the last in stock, I'm afraid they've been very, very popular. $6.95, over 400 carats of black agate, faceted rounds, and they are flying out the door. I knew these would be popular because they're so individual, they're so interesting, and also, if you think about it, you get a monochrome look here, don't you? With that jet black against, it's sort of a light coffee tone, I would say. The other thing is, they almost have an animal print feel to them as well. These are literally ticking every box. My advice is get hold of a strand of these and see how they help your creative juices flow, because we've had, what, 4 or 5 different suggestions of how they make people feel. OOGP69, over 400 carats, available for $6.95. Okay, producer Liam says he's not going to charge that. In fact, his exact words were, Ed, let's be naughty. OOGP69, $3.95. He knows how to be naughty. I told you it was a good idea to set him that challenge at the start of the show. Well done. If you're already on the phone lines at $6.95, don't panic. Everyone pays the same final low price. Whatever price we end up at, that's the price everyone's going to pay. It doesn't matter when you come in. In fact, the quicker you come in, the better, because it ensures your success in each and every sale. Well done to Mary. You're multi-buying once again, making the most of each and every clearance price, and of course your 1 PMP per day of just $2.95. Well done to Davina, Vivian, Stephen, Rihanna, Linda, Dee, Debbie, Barbara, Fiona, everybody flying in now to take advantage of this incredible price. Just $3.95. Over half the stock has been allocated. However, that means we've got another half to go. So if you want to add one of these to your order, they're just $3.95, and add it to your order price. And as a result of going this low and giving you the best value on the market, we just went global. Good evening, well, good afternoon or good morning, whatever time it is in North Carolina. Nice to see you, Linda. That goes to show the incredible value we offer. It's cheaper for Linda to order from us than it is for her to source them in the States there. GP69, $3.95, but it looks like it will be a sellout there. So many people flying in on the phone lines. Stay where you are. You have been successful in the phone lines, and if you want to add those to your order, I'm told we have single figures of availability left in stock. We're going to move on though. We're going on now to very high-end findings here, and probably my favourite, I have to say, rose gold plated sterling silver. Very interesting, because again, it's sort of like what I was saying with the peach pearls. If you use them in certain designs, they're going to add an element of warmth to your design. If you use them with other gemstones, they're almost going to add a little bit of femininity, because they have that slight pink tone to the rose gold. Now you're getting 10 in total here. I know how popular these are going to be, because they're not just lobster claw clasps. They also have the 2mm cord ends attached to them. Absolutely perfect for giving all of your braided or bracelet designs that really high-end finish. I actually received an email from somebody on New Year's Eve telling me that between her and her mother she had 100 different macrame bracelets. They were all ready to be finished, they just needed the cord end and clasp to complete them. So this is for you. 10 rose gold plated sterling silver lobster claw clasps with the cord ends. The code is GHGP90. We have got 10 in total. Here's the current price. We are going to give you a miss it, miss out price this evening for very, very high-end findings here. High-end on top of high-end, in fact, because you've got rose gold-plated sterling silver here. And we're going to give you a saving as well. Down tonight to $7.95. Take advantage while you can. I know how popular this particular finding is. The code is GHGP90. Lots of people find the macrame designs extremely popular. I think it's one of those techniques that people find very therapeutic, isn't it? The braiding designs. And this is the way to finish off those designs and give them a really high-end finish, particularly if you're going to sell your macrame bracelets at a craft fair or for charity. We had a lot of people texting in on Tuesday to say that they make a lot of jewellery, they sell it on and donate their proceeds to charity. That's a lovely way to maybe elevate your hobby into not just a business, but into a way of making money for charity. So that's a lovely idea. GHGP90, 10 rose gold plated sterling silver findings. We've gone global once again. We're heading back over to the States, this time to Audrey in Kentucky. So good afternoon to you. I hope it's afternoon. Would it be morning?
That's mid, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's about 7 hours.
7 hours. So yeah, oh, so it's not afternoon yet. Good morning, I should say, to Kentucky. So well done to Rona, Sandra, Karen, Terry, Sharon, Audrey, Carol, Justine, Tina, Jeannie, Corinne, Bryony, Jan. Oh really? I'm going to have to leave that one there. It looks like that's going to be a sellout. So if I leave it on screen any longer, I think I'm going to end up disappointing people. So well done to all the people who were fastest on the phone lines. And of course, speak to a member of the help team to ensure whether or not you've been successful. I'm going to move on now. Really interesting strand, of course, known here as the Australian Tanzanite. 140 carats of mookaite. The reason we say that, and we do like to have a little bit of fun here on JewelleryMaker, but the reason we say that is just because it, like Tanzanite, is a one location gemstone. It is found in the Mooka Creek in Australia, mate, and that's the only place that we know to find mookaite. 140 carats here. I think the reason mookaite's so popular is this gorgeous colour variation, ranging from your almost lavender purple tones into your red wine colours, your golden tones, as well as your aubergines. Absolutely beautiful. No two mookaite are going to look the same, are they? And here, really interesting cut because you've got your arrowheads. This could be perfect for maybe a few Cupid designs coming up for Valentine's. Maybe you've got something interesting you're doing with wire work or something like that to create a Cupid design, or maybe I've just inspired you. Your arrowheads could be perfect. They're 16 by 14 mil in size. The code is GAGP68. Let's have a look at our current price for this strand. $7.95, and we're going to take them even lower. I told you we're not going to mess around tonight. I told you. Liam's accepted the challenge. Producers are very competitive. GAGP68, 140 carats of mookaite for $5.95. Take advantage of our clearance prices this evening. If you miss it, you will miss out. And if you're on the phone lines, you can add this to your order. You're only ever going to pay 1 P&P per day here at JewelleryMaker of just $2.95. And of course, you have your 30-day money-back guarantee to make your final decision. If you want to take advantage of this, it's down to $5.95 at 9 PM. It will return to its original price. So take advantage right now. We're going to leave this one with you because it is now time to bring you our next Starbuy! Welcome back to JewelleryMaker, and of course it is now time for another star buy. I'm quite excited about this one because normally, you know, as we were just saying, different people have different associations with different gemstones, different relationship with gemstones. Some people will like one gemstone, they might not like different gemstones. You know, everybody has their own favourite. My personal favourite is kunzite. Liam likes mandarin garnet. What was it you settled on, Dan? Labradorite, following a lot of our customers. A man of the people. But no one can deny that tools are cool. And they're essential. That's the other thing. So producer Liam said he was going to call the bundle Tools Are Cool, but he's called it the Tool Collection. And it does have a lot of essential items here. Obviously something that I'm fairly au fait with. Tweezers. You do need them. Need them for picking up your gemstones and of course your findings. And here you've got your stainless steel tweezers. You've also got your comfort grip flat nose pliers. Those are an absolute essential. Perfect, particularly if you, like I, like to work with chainmail. In fact, you need 2 pairs to open up all of your jump rings. But whatever you're doing, to be honest, you need to open your jump ring to complete designs often. That's not the only use, of course. Working with chain, in fact, any beading techniques, you're going to need your flat nose pliers. And these are really useful because they've got that comfy grip. So you're not going to get all calloused fingers and hands. You can keep them all looking lovely. Now, hands that make jewelry can be soft as your face with comfort grip, flat nose pliers. Just came up with that.
That was amazing.
We also have your bead reamer. So perfect for, you know, if you need to slightly increase the width of your pearls or your beads in order to get your thread through, that's the perfect tool for it. Also, if perhaps maybe, you know, the drill hole's not quite complete or it's not quite uniformed, you can use your bead reamer to sort that out. So all essential items so far: your tweezers, your comfy grip pliers, which I've even serenaded you about, and your bead reamer. You've also got your ring mandrel. Now this is perfect for creating those wirework ring designs, or even if you just want to create a little bit of a flourish, a little bit of a wirework detail within your designs. Your ring mandrel could actually be used for those type of designs as well, particularly this one, because you've got the differing shapes here. You've got your triangles, your squares, and your circles here. Now, lots of people say to me that the only thing they ever actually sell at craft fairs is their wirework rings. You know, I think it depends on location. You know, sometimes if you go into a village hall, people might not be looking to buy a statement necklace, but you could always buy a wirework ring, because they're probably a little bit more affordable, and they're everyday pieces, aren't they, rings? So your ring mandrels are the perfect way to create very sellable pieces of jewellery. So you've got that very useful tool. And, as if that wasn't enough, you also have your anvil. So if you've just taken up a lot of the disciplines that we've been sort of showcasing recently, your anvil is going to be really useful. Maybe your metal stamping, things like that. But to be honest, perfect for securing larger items when you're working with them. If you're doing resin work, acrylic work, anything like that, you've got your anvil. To be honest, as I say, tools are cool. It's nice to have all of the essentials. Now, if you were to buy all of these items separately, your anvil, your ring mandrel, your tweezers, your pliers, and your bead reamer cost you around about £20. In fact, it'd be just over £20 for all of these items. That is not what you're going to pay today. We are going to give you a saving as part of your tool collection bundle. SDGC10 available today for £9.95. How much are the comfy grip pliers normally? Aren't these normally £4.95, £5.95, something like that? Huge saving. SDGC10, your tool collection, and don't be panicking thinking, oh, I'm not buying that. With that heavy anvil, the P&P is going to cost a fortune. Not here at JewelleryMaker. One P&P per day of just £2.95, no matter how heavy your item. We're not going to charge by weight. Why can't I get this back in? I swear I only just took it out. Those things. You take it out of the box and then you can't get it back in. So you've got your anvil. Doesn't matter about the weight of your anvil. Oh, I've definitely messed that up. It's in the box anyway. Hopefully you don't get that one. SDGC10 is available right now for £9.95. You have got your anvil. You've also got your ring mandrel, your bead reamer, your comfy grip pliers, and your tweezers, all available at half price, just £9.95. Well, it's better than half price, really, isn't it? It would cost you over £20. Congratulations to Jeanette, Janice, you're in Ayrshire. You'll be celebrating Burns Night tomorrow with me. Well done to Julie, Claire, Tina, Kim, Jane, Penelope. Lots of people flying in now to take advantage of this deal. If you want to add these tools to your order for just £9.95, that is a huge saving. It's better than half price. So take advantage of that. You can add it to your order. And of course, if you already have a P&P up and running, you're sorted. You're never going to pay more than one P&P here at JewelleryMaker. It's just £2.95 a day. And of course, you do have a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you're not happy with anything you receive, you can always send it straight back to us. The code you need is SDGC10. That completes our second star buy of the evening. We are going to go to a quick break. When we return, yet more miss it, miss out deals. Don't go away.
Join guest designer Sarah Elvin and get creating stunning designs in no time with this MIMO introductory DVD. The easy-to-follow steps shown on this DVD will make you feel like you have your own personal tutor and will guide you through a variety of techniques to get you started. To get your hands on a copy, simply contact our call centre. Get creative with JewelleryMaker.
If for any reason you're not satisfied, you have the benefit of our no-quibble 30-day money-back guarantee. Just complete the returns form enclosed with your goods and send them back for a full refund.
Book now to take part in the Gemporia experience. Take a behind-the-scenes tour of our TV studios, meet the presenters and learn about gemstones and jewellery. The price of £169 includes an overnight stay at the picturesque White Swan Hotel, a buffet lunch, refreshments and a 3-course dinner. Dates are limited, so call or email us now for an experience you'll never forget.
If you love classic jewellery, then why not come and join guest designer Gemma Crow on our vintage workshop. Gemma will guide you through various beading and wirework techniques which will inspire you to create timeless designs from a bygone era. The full course includes a selection of wire, a selection of findings and charms, a bead scoop, use of all relevant tools and equipment, a buffet lunch and refreshments, a tour of the studio and a visit to our gemstone museum. All of this for just $69.95. Have a blast from the past and take home some amazing designs. For further information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655.
Are you looking to create bespoke bridal jewellery? Then come and join guest designer Sheila on our bridal workshop. Sheila will guide you through how to design stunning accessories, including techniques using headbands, hair combs and tiaras. The full course includes a selection of hair combs and headbands, a selection of findings and wire, a generous scoop of mixed gemstones, use of all relevant tools, a buffet-style lunch and refreshments, a tour of the studios and a trip to our gemstone museum. All of this for just $69.95. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 6444 655.
Welcome back to the Miss It Miss Out show here on JewelleryMaker. My name's Ed. Thank you so much for joining us this evening, and there is a lot of people getting involved on the phone lines. I know why. Because we've been so busy today. People already have their P&P up and running, and we are finding add it to your order prices for each and every person out there. That is what we have challenged ourselves to do. Find an add it to your order price for each and every one of you. Hopefully we have succeeded in the opening hour of the show. If not, don't panic. I've got another 3 hours of fun. And we are kicking off with Luxury for Less. But before we do that, let me show you what I have coming up at the end of the show. This is your superstar buy coming up at 5 to 9 this evening. Unbelievable. Purple coated pyrite. Purple coated pyrite. Beautifully vivacious colour tone, and you get a little bit of weightiness from the gemstones. Faceted top drilled drops here. Absolutely beautiful. Coming up at 5 to 9 this evening. We're going to leave that one for now, and we're going to move on to Luxury for Less. Now, if you don't know what that means, it basically does what it says on the tin. I'm going to bring you really luxurious gemstones, but for less.
Can you repeat that for me, please?
So gemstones that offer you genuine luxury, but you're going to pay less than you normally would.
Let's send this one to the lab, I think.
Send it to the lab. Right, we're going to get underway. Where are we starting? Sorry? Oh, here we go. Now, very, very rare gemstone, but fortunately, producer Liam has managed to locate probably our only other strand here at JewelleryMaker. We're looking at 30 carats of chrome dioxide. These are top drilled plain droplets. They range in size from 6x3 to 10x7. The code is NBGZ05. Let's have a look at our current price for this strand of gemstones. So $49.95. Now you might look at that and think, oh, that's a little bit more considered than other gemstone strands, because of course we've taken some strands to $4.95 this evening. But it's all relative, isn't it? You pay for what you get, and here we're looking at one of the rarest gemstones on the planet. Very, very difficult to mine for this gemstone. In fact, we can only get hold of it 2 to 3 months of the year. And look at that colour tone. Absolutely beautiful. It's going to lift your designs to another level. Currently available on our website for $49.95, but this evening we are going to give you a miss it, miss out price. If you want to get involved, start dialing that free phone number right now, because we are taking this to the lowest ever price. The code is MBGZ05, should be $49.95. Let's have a look at our miss it, miss out price. Only available, of course, until 9 PM this evening. Down to $29.95, a £20 saving this evening on 30 carats of chrome dioxide. Take advantage while you can, because of course at 9 PM it's going to return to the original price point of $49.95. The code is MBGZ05. If you already have a P&P up and running and you love this gemstone but you're not 100% sure, why not take advantage of your 1 P&P, get it home, see it for yourself, and make your final decision once you can see it in the flesh. $29.95. Half the stock has already been allocated at this price, and it is a huge saving, isn't it? I mean, it's all relative, isn't it? When you're talking about black agate, should be $7.95, which represents the best value in the market, and tonight we take it down to $4.95. So we've taken the equivalent of your P&P off the price of that strand. When we're talking about a $49.95 strand of chrome dioxide, and we reduce it to $29.95, that is a huge saving. These are the deals to be taking advantage of, aren't they? And to be honest, when you're working with a gemstone like this, you're going to be able to charge a little bit more for your pieces, aren't you? These are the gemstones that are going to increase your profit margins. Recently had somebody get in touch with me who had worked with chrome dioxide and pearls. I think that the strands, let's say their strands had cost them £30 in total. They had their piece of jewellery valued at over £200. Very, very high quality of chrome dioxide. And it looks like that's going to be a sellout. Stay where you are on the phone lines. We're going to move on. Where are we moving on to? Oh, I was just looking at that one, eyeing it up. I love this gemstone. Gorgeous kyanite. I think it ticks so many boxes, doesn't it? Its rarity, the prestige that's attached to it, mainly because it's been used for generations and used by some of the biggest designers in the world, but also the story that's attached to it, the fact that it comes from some of the most difficult areas in the world to go mining, just like chrome dioxide does, but kyanite has a little bit of another edge to it, because people sort of know what it's like to be cold, and when we're talking about mining in Siberia, you think, yeah, wouldn't fancy that. But when we're talking about climbing Mount Everest or going up to the rooftop of the world in order to mine for this gemstone, I think that puts it in perspective. We're looking at 35 carats in total. You get this beautiful, almost in between a royal blue and a violet tone here. 35 carats in total. Love this gemstone. The ovals themselves range in size from 6x5 to 11x7. The code is DGJN52, a hugely luxurious gemstone. And let's have a look at our current price. So it's currently available on our website for $17.95 for genuine kyanite. Well, I've actually met, like, you know, gemstone aficionados, proper collectors, and kyanite is some of their most prized pieces. This is one of those gemstones that gemstone collectors are really aware of. It's sought after. DGJN52 should be $17.95. Let's have a look at our luxury for less price. Oh, these graphics, they don't want to bring the reduced pricing. You know what it is? We only probably get about 2 parcels a year of kyanite. we've taken it now to $11.95, possibly one of the most affordable prices you are going to see for a gemstone like kyanite. 35 carats in total, and it's available right now while stocks last for just $11.95. If you want to make it yours, the time to act is right now. Dial that free phone number, get involved. The code you need is DGJN52, and of course you still have your 30-day money-back guarantee available on each and every item. You can add this to your 1 P&P per day of just $2.95 and take advantage of that huge saving. 35 carats of kyanite available right now for $11.95, and of course at 9 PM it's going to return to the original price. We're going to leave that one there. We're going to move on. I'm going to move on now to beautiful aquamarine. Is it? Wow. Check out the colour consistency on this particular strand of gemstones. Gorgeous sky blue tone. It's almost the colour tone I'd expect to see from Santa Maria aquamarine. Now, obviously, I'm not saying this is Santa Maria aquamarine. That is some of the most sought after aquamarine on the planet, and probably gets snapped up by the biggest designers in the world pretty quickly whenever you get aquamarine from that region of the world. That's a mine in Brazil where we find probably the highest quality of aquamarine. But this is the colour tone that you could expect to see from that variety of aquamarine, that beautiful sky blue tone. 75 carats in total. These are faceted rondelles. They range in size from 4x2 to 8x5. The code you need is GUGK52. Let's have a look at our current price. $14.95. Wow, this is a really long strand as well. So you're getting a lot of gemstones here, a lot of bang for your buck if you like. And we're not staying at $14.95. We are going to give you a miss out price this evening. The code you need is GUGK52. 75 carats in total. Look at those icy blue tones, gorgeous. Should be $14.95 tonight. Under £10 for some of the highest quality aquamarine you are going to find here at JewelleryMaker. Look at those colour tones, and actually the facets themselves are really adding to the feeling of sophistication you get from this strand. These are beautiful rondelles, so very easy to work with, and you get so much sparkle from those facets. $9.95 is all you're going to pay, but you'll have to be on those phone lines very, very quickly because people are flying in to add this to their order at just $9.95. It is gorgeous aquamarine, one of the premier stones from the Beryl family here. 75 carats for $9.95. That is ridiculous. Of course, at 9 PM, it's going to return to the original price of $14.95. So act now to avoid disappointment. The code is GUGK52. I'm going to leave that one with you. We're going to move on. Moving on now. Beautiful moonstone. And here we're looking at a really interesting variety. This is not your rainbow moonstone. This is your grey moonstone. And here we've got a nice variation of colour tones. Sort of, with some of them, they really look silver because you still have that optical effect, that little shimmer on the surface of the gemstone that makes it feel like you have a silver look. On other gemstones, you've got your dolphin greys. And then, of course, look at these ones here, adding real drama. These are your storm cloud greys here. 100 carats in total. Again, you've got these it's called faceted rondelles, but I would say these are faceted saucers like we had before. So they're sort of a cross between your rondelle and your bicone. 100 carats in total. They range in size from 4x2 to 10x4. The code you need is ADRU25. Let's have a look at our original price for this strand of grey moonstone. And, oh, not our original price. It was originally launched higher. Let's have a look at our price this evening for 100 carats of grey moonstone. $8.95. Once again, we're taking a Gems of Distinction strand under £10. Originally launched at $12.95. We're now down to $8.95 for the last in stock. If you want to take advantage of this, the time to act is right now. The code is ADRU25. Now, I've just made reference to the range which these come from, which are Gems of Distinction range. If you don't know what that means, basically, when we first started here at JewelleryMaker, we weren't able to source incredible gemstones of this quality or this variety thanks to the buying power you've given us, we now have buying teams all over the globe, one of which is based in Jaipur, the premier location for gemstone trading right now. And whenever they get us the highest possible quality of gemstones at which they can source, they fall into our Gems of Distinction range, and that is exactly where this comes from. It is available right now while stock lasts for $8.95, and the code you need is ADRU25. I'm going to leave that one there. We're going to move on. Moving on now. It's beautiful. Is this? And it's colour change garnet. Something you are not going to see every day here on JewelleryMaker. Now these are rough cut nuggets, because of course if you're going to get large cuts of colour change garnet, they're going to be snapped up by the biggest jewellers in the world. Colour change garnet is one of those phenomenons which really ignites people's passions for gemstone. Now you see them here, and they have, I would say, almost, they're sort of in between the two colours you expect to see, aren't they? They're almost like a cognac-y colour tone. The two colours, they almost have a sort of green or golden-like tone to them. If you see these in incandescent light, they're going to change to more of a red tone. So we have genuine colour change garnet here. Very, very rare. Certainly rare to see this gemstone on JewelleryMaker. But here, they're ticking a lot of boxes, aren't they? Because you've also got your rough cuts here, so they're going to add texture to your designs and a little bit of a dynamic feel. And also, they're quite dainty. They range from 2x1 to 5x2, so they can look quite subtle in your designs. They're not going to be overpowering, but then when you see that colour change, they're going to steal the limelight, quite literally. The code you need is OKYY17, and that's what you're going to be saying. You're either going to be saying, okay, I'll take them, or you're going to be saying, why didn't I get involved? The number you need to dial is 0800 644 655. Let's have a look at our current price for 90 carats of colour change garnet, under £10 already here at JewelleryMaker. That just goes to prove the buying power we have and the fact that we offer the best value on the market. Okay, YY17 should be £9.95. We are going to take the price down tonight to $7.95. If you want to get involved, dial right now. You can own one of the last few strands we have in stock of colour change garnet. Congratulations to everybody who's come through early. Well done to Lynn, you're multi-buying this strand. That's the way to do it. Make the most of that 1p&p. Make the most of these clearance prices on very, very rare and luxurious gemstones. Well done to Anne-Marie, Sylvia, Cheryl, lots of new buyers, and of course lots of anonymous buyers. We know what you're up to. Okay, YY17 is available right now at the clearance price of $7.95. Well over half the stock has now been allocated. Allocated, we'll try. We should probably try it in English, that'll help, won't it? Okay, YY17 available right now for $7.95. Looks like it's flying out the door. If you want to add a strand of this to your order, act now to avoid disappointment. I'm going to leave that one with you. We're going to move on. Move on now. Ooh, I like this. All right. Look at this gorgeous gemstone. Another gemstone which has been revered for thousands of years. Originally used by the Vikings, who believed they could actually navigate their ships through the oceans using this gemstone. Highly pleochroic gemstone. Beautiful colour tone here. And you can tell the way this gemstone was actually named after the colour tone you see here. So you know this particular variety is ticking every box, because iolite comes from the Greek word for violet. And look at the colour tone you've got here. Very deep, rich colour tone. 90 carats in total. Now I love these because often we look at the faceted gemstones, we see that sparkle, and sometimes that's what we're looking for. Other times, I think it looks really high-end when you have that high polished finish to your gemstones, particularly when they're slightly larger. Now these rice beads range in size from 10x5 to 18x8, so some of these are going to be a real statement size and provide you with a showcase look. TKRU91 is the code. Let's have a look at our current price for yet again another Gems of Distinction strand here on JewelleryMaker. Really? $8.95? Okay, just have a look at this one gemstone here. Slightly different shape to a lot of the other gemstones on the strand. I think that's what's made it stand out. Of course, as well, you also get this slightly lighter colour tone, almost a tanzanite colour tone on this gemstone. Now, can you imagine wire wrapping this one gemstone and creating a gorgeous wire work ring? Maybe you got your ring mandrel as part of the tool collection at 6 PM. You're going to make a profit of just that gemstone when you see our miss it, miss out price this evening. The rest of the strand of iolite, which is almost colour matched, you can actually create a gorgeous bracelet, and then you've got a piece of jewellery to upsell with your wire work ring. We are going to take it low. The code is TKRU91. Should be $8.95. Well, should it? Down to $5.95. Once again, producer Liam giving you the equivalent of your P&P back in your pocket this evening. So there's a risk-free shopping experience here at JewelleryMaker. You can add a sought-after gemstone like iolite in this beautiful variety for $5.95. It's essentially a clearance price. If you want to be one of the lucky few to get involved, dial that free phone number right now, just like so many of you have. Well done to Hazel, anonymous buyer, you're there. Oh, lots of anonymous buyers, one in Hampshire, one in London, one in Oxford. We've gone global again. We're heading back to the States. This time we're going to Cleveland. Woo! Good morning, afternoon or evening to Marianne. I'm rubbish with the times. Well done to Janice in Ayrshire. Well done to Julie, Michelle, Margaret, Sylvia, Irina, Barbara. So many people flying in now to take advantage of a clearance offer on this beautiful gemstone. And of course, adding to your 1 P&P per day of just $2.95. Well done. This epitomises everything we're trying to achieve with luxury for less. Trying to give you some of the most luxurious gemstones on the planet for a little bit less. $5.95 is all you're going to pay. And the code you need is TKRU91. It looks like this could be a sellout this evening. We're basically selling out each and every item, aren't we? Stay where you are. We're going to move on. Okie dokie. Now, this is coated tiger's eye. Now, we don't see this gemstone being coated very often, but it almost has a disco ball-like effect. You see? Some people still go down the discos, boys. You've got those beautiful golden tones here. These are going to be perfect for the upcoming season, aren't they? If you want to create evening wear for the springtime, you want those gorgeous golden tones, don't you? 140 carats in total. 9mm rounds, so very versatile. You could use these within bracelet designs or necklaces or earrings, because they're sort of in that in-between size, aren't they, where they're not going to be overpowering, but they're still going to make an impact. The code is HIGK61. Let's have a look at the current price. Wow, already under £10. Once again, as I say, this is what we pride ourselves on, offering you the best value on the market. But here on the Miss It, Miss Out show, we push that to new levels. Can't speak tonight. That's going to be a problem if I'm going to present TV. Down to $6.95. Once again, taking the equivalent of your P&P off the price of this strand. Well done to Linda. North Carolina, you are back in, making the most of your 1 P&P per day. Well done to Laurie, Valerie, Bernadette, Linda, new buyers, Kyra. Lots of you flying in on the phone lines to take advantage of our luxury for less prices. 140 carats here of your colour-coated tiger's eye. You've got those gorgeous golden shades there. And right now you can add it to your order for the clearance price of $6.95. Of course, at 9 PM, it's going to return to the original price of $9.95. So take advantage while you can. We're going to leave that one there because I believe it is now time for yet another Star Boy! Welcome back to JewelleryMaker. It's time for another star buy, and of course, if you don't know what that means, means we are either going to be launching a premiere strand like we have coming up at 5 to 9 this evening, brand new strand of purple coated pyrite, or of course we are going to bundle a number of strands together and give you a clearance price. That is exactly what we're going to be doing right now at 6:30. And where are we going to? Here we go. Look at these colour tones. The perfect colour combination, sort of been synonymous with fashion and jewellery for so many years. 70 carats in total here of beautiful citrine. November's birthstone and the gemstone of happiness. I love this strand. These have actually been classified as faceted rondelles, but they're somewhere between a rondelle and a wheel, I would say. Now the colour tone's gorgeous on this, slight variation, but very similar, but moving from your sunshine yellows into your honey tones and those champagne-like tones as well. And on top of that, probably one of the fastest selling gemstones here at JewelleryMaker, beautiful cultured pearls. These are your midnight blue potato pearls. Very slight irregularities to the pearls, but that just highlights to everybody that you have sourced cultured pearls and you're not working with faux pearls. These are 7 by 6 mil in size. The colour is beautiful. I would love to see a design with these being used together. Of course, you know, the ancient Egyptians used to use this colour tone, but also, you know, modern fashion designers always go back to gold and blue together, don't they? So we're looking at 70 carats of beautiful citrine, very versatile strand because of the size and the faceting. I mean, you can see there how much glamour they're going to add to any design. And your beautiful midnight blue cultured pearls. The code is ZSGC31. And it is a 2-for-1 deal. You are essentially paying for your pearls and getting your strand of citrine absolutely free of charge. Let's have a look at your price this evening then. $12.95. Normally, you'd have to pay $12.95 for the pearls alone, and that in itself represents the best value on the market. But when we're throwing in a strand of citrine pretty much gratis, that is a deal that cannot be ignored. The code is ZSGC31. As I say, I'd love to see a design with these being used together, but maybe you just need to get hold of some pearls for certain designs. Take advantage of this. You're getting a free strand of citrine to add to your stash. ZSGC31, a 2-for-1 deal. Citrine and pearls available right now for $12.95. If you want to add this to your order and you already have a P&P up and running, it's essentially a no-brainer. Take advantage of this right now. Your midnight blue pearls and 70 carats of citrine for $12.95. So you buy one, you get one free. What did you say? I said you buy one, you get one free. Once again, I've gone from being the second most annoying person on TV to being the most annoying person on TV, taking his mantle. ZSGC31 available right now for $12.95. I'm going to leave that one with you and we're going to move on. Congratulations to everybody adding that to their order tonight. At the top of the hour, we have a very exciting opportunity, and it is going to represent the best value on the market for genuine gemstones and the best value on the show, and that is saying something on the Miss It Miss Out show. We are going to offer you 10 strands of gemstones and each and every one of these strands is going to be cheaper than they would be on our website if you buy them as part of our saver deal. It is going to represent the best value for genuine gemstones on the show. It's a gorgeous variety of gemstones here. We're looking at cultured pearls, larimar, lapis lazuli, green agate, a gorgeous variety of shapes, sizes and colour tones, and it's coming up for you in just 20 minutes time. 2 strands of pearls in that particular bundle, so don't miss out on that deal. coming up in just 20 minutes time as our next star buy. But before that, we are going to try and find a deal for each and every one of you. We are going to move on, and where are we moving on to? Moving on now. Gorgeous rose quartz. Beautiful variety of this particular gemstone because you've got a really solid colour tone here. Now you can see some rose quartz and they look a little bit wishy-washy. Now, sometimes that's what we're looking for. We want that more subtle tone, but here, look at that really solid colour tone there, those baby pinks, those pastel shades. Now, these have been described as fancy beads, and it's because they have a really irregular cut. Now, quartz, slightly denser than most gemstones, and of course, slightly more readily available. So, when the lapidus gets hold of a gemstone like this, you know, you see that glint in their eye, they know they can be a little bit more experimental than usual. And look what we've achieved here, something that's going to add a real level of dynamism to your designs. A little bit of texture, it's going to sit proud within your designs. 250 carats in total, the beads themselves are 20 by 9 mil. The code is MSGP05. Let's have a look at our current price for beautiful rose quartz. Already under £10, £9.95 for 250 carats. We are going to take the price down. Of course, our price reductions are only available until 9 PM this evening, so take advantage while you can, which many of you are already. The code is MSGP05. Slight error in our graphics. Don't worry. You're going to benefit further. Producer Liam is falling out with the machine, but he has taken another £1 off the price. He was already giving you the equivalent of your P&P back in your pocket. He's now gone a step further. He's taken them down to £5.95 to make up for the graphical error there. Don't worry, this is nothing compared to the other night, Liam. I'll tell you what happened in 1 second. MSGP05, 250 carats of beautiful rose quartz, also known as the gemstone of true love. And right now, you can add these fancy cuts to your order for just £5.95. Now, if you already have a P&P up and running, you're not going to pay that again. So £5.95 does seem pretty much like an add it to your order price to me, particularly if you've got a lot of Valentine's commissions up and running, because this is the gemstone of true love. Oh, look at this. Producer Liam's asking, saying, oh no, there's too many people on the line. That was too low. I was only supposed to go to £6.95. We have had to take an extra £1 off, so take advantage right now. The code is MSGP05. 250 carats of rose quartz available right now for £5.95. All the anonymous buyers are back on the phone lines now, making the most of their 1 P&P, and of course, our technical error. Well done to you. Our loss is your gain. MSGP05. Well done to Michelle, Kyra, Julie. Actually, is it Kyria? Kyria, even more beautiful. Julie, Jenny, Jill, Yvonne, Rama, Michelle. Lots of anonymous buyers and some new buyers coming through now. This is a great way to add to your gemstone stash. Take advantage of these clearance prices. You still have your 30-day money-back guarantee to see if it's something you'd like to work with, but I don't think anybody's going to be sending this back, because not just because of the cut, but that colour. Such a consistency of beautiful pastel shade of pink there. MSGP05 available right now while stocks last for £5.95. I'm going to have to leave that one. We're going to move on. I knew you were going to pick that one, just because you knew I liked it. Look at this. Beautiful tourmalated or black rutile quartz. Now these are faceted ovals, so very elegant look here from your facets. So you've got the monochrome finish with your black inclusions there, which are actually caused by tourmaline. And these look so dramatic, don't they? I always describe them this way, so it'd be rude not to, but it really does look like Mother Nature's put a few paintbrush strokes in the centre of these, like she's signed her autograph in there, which is exactly what she has done. Each and every gemstone is completely individual, allowing you to create a very unique look with every single design. You've got the drama from that monochrome finish. 145 carats in total. I love this one here because the depth of the colour combined with the facets is giving you that gorgeous luster, almost reflective quality. And then, if you look down one, completely different look. You've got the white base tone with, as I say, that really does look like a little paintbrush stroke, doesn't it? ID P080 is the code. Let's have a look at our current price. $8.45. We're not staying there. We are going to take them lower this evening. We're going to take them to a miss it, miss out price. If you want to get involved, act now to avoid disappointment. Down to $6.95, the lowest ever price for this particular strand of black rutile quartz. One of our favourites here, and as I say, I think it's because it allows you to create bespoke designs. No two people can own the same piece of jewellery when you're working with this gemstone, because each and every gemstone has a completely different look to it, has its own character. ID P080, and the beauty of this gemstone is it fits into so many different designs because of that monochrome finish. It's available right now at the clearance price of $6.95. If you want to get involved, dial now to avoid disappointment. We're going to leave that one, we're going to move on. Moving on now to some beautiful golden pyrite. Now don't forget, coming up at 5 to 9 this evening, we have got this purple coated pyrite. Real interesting look. In fact, imagine these together, because you've got the regal shade of the purple with that traditional opulence you get from golden pyrite. I love that combination, actually. Right now we are bringing you the golden pyrite, also known as fool's gold, mainly because it has been mistaken for genuine gold so many times in history. You know what? This is a gorgeous variety. I'm going to be honest, sometimes I see the pyrite, I'm not entirely sure how I would incorporate it into a design, but this has a really high-end feel to it, really polished finish. So you could use these instead of your gold beads, or if you're trying to integrate precious metals into your designs, they are going to drive the prices up. But when you're working with pyrite, you still get that look, but without having to source precious metals. 155 carats in total. The ovals themselves are 10 by 8 mil. We are going to give you another price reduction this evening. The code is QLGP04. Producer Liam is taking his responsibilities very seriously tonight of giving you the best value available. Let's have a look at our current price for this strand. Wow, $7.95, as I say, already represents the best value on the market, and we're not staying there tonight. Until 9 PM, we are going to give you an exclusive price reduction. Now that I see this strand, I think it would make a gorgeous bracelet design. You see that? And you're not going to have to use too many. For about $5.95 we're down to. Sorry, I just got a little bit of creative inspiration there. Look at that, it's probably used about 1/3 of the strand there. So you can probably create 3 of these designs. Don't forget, your bracelets can probably be a little bit smaller than this, because you haven't got a big man hand. QLGP04, 155 carats of pyrite, available for $5.95. I have been corrected. Kiraya. Okay. Thank you, Kiraya, for actually correcting me. QLGP04, $5.95. You are back on the phone lines. You're adding to that 1p per day of $2.95. Well done to Laurie. Carol, you're multi-buying this strand. Congratulations to you, making the most of your 1p and of course our clearance price. We're going to leave that one with you. We're going to move on. Ooh. Now, our last star buy featured midnight blue pearls and gorgeous citrine, and I was discussing how prominent that colour combination had been throughout the ages, and of course within fashion and jewellery. And I believe that all comes from this gemstone, lapis lazuli. Now here you've got the base tone of royal blue, and you've got those little inflections of pyrite. That's the inclusion that causes these golden flecks in the centre of the gemstone. Now this was prized by the ancient Egyptians. Cleopatra herself used to grind lapis lazuli up and use it as eyeshadow. So that goes to show you the history attached to a gemstone like this, and probably where the colour combination became so popular that we still use it today in fashion and jewellery. 200 carats in total here. Really interesting because these have been cut into hexagons. So again, a lot of the work's going to be done for you because you've got that dynamic feel from those sharp angles. I mean, you could just literally take 2 of these and create a gorgeous pair of earrings, couldn't you? The code is DFGP37. Let's have a look at our price this evening for 200 carats of lapis lazuli. $6.95. This has been an extremely popular strand here at JewelleryMaker, so we are now down to limited availability. Now, if we are just to expand my idea, let's say I'm going to be really conservative. Let's say we're having a slow day at the craft fair. We're only going to be able to charge somebody £5 for a pair of earrings. Genuine gemstones, sterling silver findings. I'm going to tell you exactly how many pairs of earrings you could create using this strand. 2, 4, 6. Oh, in fact, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So 19 pairs in total. That's an approximation. You get 200 carats. So 19 pairs. If you're charging £5 a pop, you're looking at what, £95? And you've only paid £6.95 for the strand itself. So you're going to make your money back off your first 2 pairs of earrings. You don't have to sell them all on the day, of course. You can always have your lapis lazuli earrings in reserve for as soon as it gets a little bit quiet at the craft fair. Say, you can drum up a bit of business and say, pair of genuine gemstone earrings featuring lapis lazuli. Use your sterling silver findings, and you can say, this is sterling silver jewellery featuring lapis lazuli, and I sell it to you for £5. Already seems like a good deal. You've purchased the whole strand for $6.95. The code is DFGP37. We're going to move on. Moving on now. Oh, well, this is going to last about 10 seconds. I know, because the gemstone's so popular within handmade jewellery, and when you see the cut, you are going to want these, particularly if you have bridal commissions coming through. You've got your gorgeous clear quartz here. Another one of the only gemstones that's actually prized for its inclusions. You can see how much character you get from very, very slight inclusions on your clear quartz. But here you're looking at your 8mm cubes. So again, they're going to add a real dynamic feel to your designs. Perfect for, as I say, your bridal commissions. But actually the beauty of your clear quartz is it will work with any other gemstone. The code is WCGP66, 270 carats in total. And let's have a look at our price this evening for your clear quartz cubes. $6.95 is all you're going to pay this evening for 270 carats of clear quartz. These beautiful cubes. You know what? Combined with that, don't you think these look gorgeous within a charm bracelet, perhaps? You know, all you've got to do is literally feed them onto a head pin, little loop using your round nose pliers, and you've actually got a pretty gorgeous charm. You haven't really had to do any work. $6.95 is all you're going to pay for 270 carats of clear quartz cubes. I know how popular these are with people who are selling their jewellery, particularly for your bridal commissions. These are flying out the door. When we started, we only had limited availability. We are now down into single figures of availability for this strand. The code is WCGP66. The next few people that dial that free phone number will be in with a chance of owning these. Alternatively, of course, you can click to buy now on JewelleryMaker.com. Congratulations to everybody coming through on the phone lines and making those theirs. We are going to leave those ones with you. The code is WCGP66. Moving on now. Wow. Carved flowers. Check out the colour tones here. Perfect for the spring and summer collections because you've got beautiful variation. This is red agate, and they range from maybe those peach tones into your apricots, into your tangerines, and of course those bold red colours as well. Now, all the work has been done here for you by the lapidarists. They look like little roses. And we know how popular floral motifs are within jewellery, and particularly handmade jewellery. And if a lot of the work's been done for you with the lapidarists creating these hand-carved pieces, then there's not much for you to do other than to work these into a gorgeous piece of jewellery. And we are going to give you a price reduction this evening. The code is OXGP48, 230 carats in total. These are 10mm carved rounds of red agate. Let's have a look at our current price. Wow, already down at $6.95. Start dialing right now. That's my advice this evening. If you want to get involved, dial that free phone number. Put yourself at the front of the queue. We only have a limited number of these available, so start dialing now because we're going to take them lower. Now, all of our price reductions will return to the original price at 9 PM, and right now, 230 carats of red agate is available for under £5, down to $4.95. The code is OXGP48. Over 200 carats, and imagine how time consuming it is for a lapidarist to actually hand carve each and every one of these into this beautiful rose shape. Can we see that there? Look at that. Gorgeous red rose. $4.95 once again, perfect for your Valentine's commissions. And even, once again, all you really need is 2 of these to create a gorgeous pair of earrings. So it's another profit maker, isn't it? You're going to charge £5 a pair of earrings, aren't you? You're not really going to have to do a lot of work. Well done to Barbara, Paula, Katie, Janet, Sharon, Tawheed, a very regular buyer from us here on the Miss It Miss Out show, making the most of your 1p&p per day of just $2.95. Take advantage of the clearance price, down to $4.95 for over 200 carats of red agate. People are literally flying in on the phone lines. Well done to everybody who is adding these to your order, because to be honest, it's a no-brainer. $4.95 for genuine gemstones that have been hand carved into this shape. All the work's done for you. They're inspired by nature. That's what I love about them. So many handmade jewellery creations are inspired by Mother Nature, and it's nice to sort of emulate one of Mother Nature's designs using another. OXGP48, beautiful red agate, available right now for $4.95. You've got a phone in your hand. Congratulations to you. Stay where you are. Make sure you speak to a member of the help team who will help you add those to your order. We're going to leave those ones there. We're going to move on. Ooh. Now, we've actually featured this gemstone before, and this strand. The reason I remember, it's stuck in my mind because of the cut. And you know what? Yes. Producer Liam straight away knew exactly what I was talking about, because the faceting on the surface of the gemstone, so defined, it gives the gemstone a completely different look. But the fact that I remember it because of the cut says to me that if you create a piece of jewellery, they're going to jump out at people. So I think this could be a real winner. Now, honouring Rabbie Burns, the National Gemstone of Scotland. 220 carats of smoky quartz here, but it's not about the gemstone and it's not about the colour. You do get beautiful smoky quartz, you do get that gorgeous chocolate brown tone, in fact such a deep colour, you're getting lustre from the facet, and it is all about the faceting here. Look at this. Triangular facet on the surface of the gemstone, really defining the look that you're going to be able to create. Do you know what? These will make gorgeous cufflinks. I would definitely wear a pair of cufflinks made out of this gemstone. Look at that cut. There you go. Because of the depth of colour and that really defined facet, you're getting that huge amount of lustre. Love this particular strand of gemstones. They're 12mm in size. They're described as puffy coins, but actually the facets almost give them a little twist as well. Absolutely all about the cut for me on this particular gemstone. YDGP02. Let's have a look at our current price on the website. $8.95. Oh, really? Oh, okay, right. I have to warn you, phone buyers, these are quickly being allocated to people's baskets online. If you want to get involved, please start dialing that free phone number now. You can always put the phone down, but we are taking the price lower than $8.95, which already represented the best value on the market. $5.95, putting the equivalent of your P&P back in your pocket. The code is YDGP02, over 200 carats of smoky quartz, and look at those triangular shaped facets available right now for $5.95. If you dilly-dally, you will miss out on this particular sale. At 9 PM, it is going to return to $8.95, but it doesn't look like there's going to be too many left in stock. So act now to avoid disappointment. Over half the stock was allocated online before we even brought the price on screen, and they're flying out the door now. Congratulations to everybody coming through on that free phone number. You can add these to your order for just $5.95. And of course, I can see a lot of familiar names up there, adding to that one P&P per day of just $2.95. We're going to leave that one there. We're going to move on. Moving on now. Ooh, beautiful. Now this is red coloured quartz. These are faceted oval shapes. Again, going to bring you a lot of glamour to your designs because of the faceting on the surface, but this time it really is about the colour. Look at that, lipstick red. Beautiful. Going to bring you so much vibrancy. Look at that. And you can see the way the facets dictate the way the light moves across the surface of the gemstone. So you can see that checkerboard faceting. 140 carats in total. The code is DCKZ15, and the ovals themselves are 13 by 9 mil in size. Let's have a look at our current price. Once again, $8.95. That's all we're charging for genuine gemstones. We're part of the Genuine Gemstone Company. We are tasked with giving you the best value on the market. We are proud to say that we have won awards for doing just that, but here on the Miss It Miss Out show, we're going to push it that little bit further. We're going to give you a clearance price for the last in stock, and we're being forced to go even lower than we intended to, thanks to the graphics. DC KZ15, 140 carats of red colour quartz available right now for $4.95, under £5 for genuine gemstones. Can't say fairer than that. It's another add it to your order price. If you already have a P&P up and running, then take advantage right now. Add this to your order and take advantage of a clearance price that we didn't even intend to go to. Under £5. Now, where else can you go and spend less than £5 and get something that will last you forever? I was saying the other day, you can't even go to many fast food restaurants and get a meal for £5, can you? Well, they're around about £5, let's say. They're around about £5, but how long is a fast food meal going to last you? Probably about, well, Dan was saying he could eat one in about 30 seconds, and it was that Bruce actually. This gives you the opportunity to own something that you can actually pass down to your children and your children's children, and we're charging you less than £5. $4.95 is all you're going to pay for 140 carats of gorgeous red colour quartz. There are people literally flying in on the phone lines, lots of people multi-buying, so well done to Caroline. Kathleen, you've got 3 of these. Well done to Michelle, well done to Sharon, lots of anonymous buyers. Well done to Penelope, Alison, Sheila, Julie, Margaret. Another Margaret as well. Well done to Luba. Well done to lots of new buyers. This is a perfect way to get huge impact additions to your gemstone stash, but for less than £5. Just $4.95 is all you're going to pay this evening. People still flying in on the phone lines. That's the way to do it. And of course, you can add these to your order for just $4.95. But at 9 PM, they're going to return to the original price of $8.95. So take advantage right now. We're going to move on because it is now time. Wow, we must have been having fun. Time has flown. It's time for another Star Buy! Welcome back to JewelleryMaker. It's time for another Star Buy, and this time we have bundled the most strands together to give you the biggest saving. This is our 10 strand super saver. Now these have become a little bit of a trademark of our Miss It Miss Out shows, because we try to give you the biggest savings, and in order to do that, we bundle 10 strands together. The beauty of it is, of course, that you get a whole gemstone stash in one complete item. Let's have a look at everything you're going to get as part of this bundle. I'm going to put them down here first, and then we'll just work through them in order, because you are getting a lot of gemstones here, a huge carat weight, and I can assure you that if you were to buy these separately, you'd be paying a huge amount of money because of all the gemstones you're getting. But tonight, you are going to be able to add these all to your order for less than the equivalent of £2.50 a strand. Can't say fairer than that. The code you need is TYGC10. If you already know how good our 10 strand super savers are and you don't need to see the gemstones themselves, you can start clicking now or dialing now to put yourself at the front of the queue. Let's have a look at everything you're going to get hold of. We'll start with this beautiful rainbow obsidian. Now, I'm not going to be able to do this gemstone justice in the studio because of the studio lights. You really need to see it in one light source, and you can see that they have this almost golden green chatoyancy living within that jet black gemstone. So you do have that exciting dramatic feel for them. You just can't really demonstrate it in the studio. These are 8mm rounds, plain rounds, so very easy to work with. You also have grey cultured pearl nuggets. Now, the beauty of these nuggets is they really are irregular shapes. You do have slight variations on each and every one. They're going to add so much character to your designs because they have a really organic feel. Beautiful. On top of that, we also have your pink cultured pearl nuggets. I would love to see a design where these 3 gemstones are used together. Really dramatic but feminine monochrome look. Yeah, the really feminine tone of pink here. Don't know if that's coming across on screen. Maybe they're picking up a little bit of pearl essence from the grey pearls as well. But they are, maybe let's try and hold them out on their own then, just in case it's not coming through. Because I'm looking at them in the flesh here, and they do have a really feminine pink tone to them. Can you see that now? When you get this home, you are going to fall in love with these pearls. You have a 30-day money-back guarantee. My advice is to see the gemstones in the flesh before you make your final decision. You do, of course, have 30 days. This isn't the end of your decision-making process. You can start your decision-making process when you receive them home. This is just putting yourself in the running to own one of these 10 strand super savers and take advantage of the huge saving you're about to make. Now, on top of that, we also have these huge lapis lazuli coins. These all really work together so far, these gemstones, don't they? Gorgeous varieties. And now we're moving away from your nuggets and your rounds. We've got these huge coins. Let's have a look at these lapis lazuli. They're 14mm in size, giving you 270 carats, so lots of character there, but also quite a significant look at that size, 14mm in size. Top of that, got your orange agate ovals, lovely for your spring collections because you've got those golden honey tones combined with those tangerine-like colours. We've also got your sodalite plain rounds, again, almost the denim colour tones there. 160 carats again, those are 8mm in size. These go perfectly with those royal blue or denim blues, don't they? Again, you've got those neon yellow shell pearls. Now these have a frosted finish. Do you know what? I'd love to see a macrame bracelet with these almost alternating using blue and yellow thread. I think that would look amazing. So those are 8mm as well. On top of that, very, very rare gemstone, Larimar. Now, I don't know how producer Liam managed to rustle up a strand of Larimar. And the last time we had some Larimar on the show, I was actually saying to people, when we originally launched this gemstone on Gems TV, we must be going back about 4 or 5 years, I was actually privileged enough to produce that hour, and it didn't even last an hour. All of the pieces sold out. I think we had to use some backup stock because all of the Larimar pieces sold out within about 40-45 minutes. That's how popular this gemstone is. Very rare, has strong associations with the Caribbean. It's actually found in the Dominican Republic, and it was named after the man who discovered it, Agate, daughter, combined with the word for sea. So Larissa was her name, and of course mar was a Spanish word for sea, so it became Larimar. Really romantic story, and you can see that it has these associations with the sea because of those gorgeous aquatic colours, but they still have a tropical feel to them, don't they? And here you've got the nuggets. So the Larimar nuggets range from 6x3 to 7x4, but they give you a real level of an organic feel, natural component, don't they, because they're those rough cut nuggets. We also have your emerald green coloured quartz here, 10mm rounds. They're going to make a real impact on your designs. Maybe you want to create some gorgeous jewellery for St. Patrick's night coming up in March, isn't it? So those would be the perfect colour tone, actually. And here's a nice combination because you've got your shaded green agate as well. These are 8mm rounds, but these aren't your solid colour here. You've got this really unique banding on each and every gemstone. I mean, look at this one, for example. Look at that. It's almost like the kind of banding you'd see on a planet, isn't it? You've got your 10 strand super saver here, featuring obsidian, cultured pearls, orange agate. You've got lapis lazuli, sodalite, frosted shell pearl, Larimar. My word, Larimar as part of a 10 strand super saver. If you were to buy all 10 strands separately, it would cost you exactly £38. So the best part of £40 for 10 strands. So that already represents incredible value, because that would be less than £4 a strand if you were to buy them all at our usual price. But tonight, as part of our 10 strand super saver, we are going to make you a massive saving. We are going to take them down to £21.95, so the equivalent of less than £2.20 per strand. 2 strands of pearls, Larimar nuggets, you've got sodalite, lapis lazuli, rainbow obsidian, emerald quartz, frosted shell pearl, beautiful shaded green agate. All of this for £21.95 at less than £2.20 a strand for genuine gemstones. I was just saying, you can't even buy fast food for £5. Right now, you can buy gemstones for the equivalent of £2.19. If you want to get involved, the code is TYGC10. 10 strands of gemstones available right now for £21.95, easily representing the best value on the show. And that is saying something, because we have been taking gemstones extremely low. We're going to go to a quick break, so we'll be back in 2 minutes. When we come back, even more add it to your order prices. Don't go away.
It was here almost 650 years ago in Amir where King Jai Singh first laid the foundations that was to become one of the world's most famous walled cities, Jaipur. The city of Jaipur, commonly known as the Pink City, is now taking centre stage for gemstone cutting and trading. It's here in the bursting heart of the walled city that our gems of distinction strands are cut, faceted and polished. So, how do you get a pile of tourmaline that looks like this into a gorgeous strand that looks like this? So when you've got a pile of tourmaline like this, it's going to be made into gemstone beads. First of all, each one of these gemstones need to be inspected. A line is then drawn down the middle of the gemstone, or wherever the gem is going to be faceted, and it's then taken behind us and then faceted into these rough gem shapes. Once each gemstone has been cut into the amount of pieces it needs to be, it's then time to shape the gemstones. These gentlemen are working on anything from a round to a pear shape, pretty much any cut imaginable. The next process is polishing and faceting, and this takes a huge amount of skill. It can take years for a lapidus to be able to facet like this, and each one of the gemstones can take up to 10 minutes to cut. A really lengthy but incredible process. The next stage of the process is really interesting. This is where each one of the gemstones is drilled. And what Sanjay's doing here is putting a drill through faceted beads of black tourmaline. The next stage after drilling is then to get the gemstones sorted into their appropriate colours and sizes. This can be a really, really lengthy process. Once the gemstones are sorted into different colours and sizes, they're then arranged into these strands and made into strands like this. Now each one of these gemstones could have gone through a 30 to 40 minute process to arrive on a strand like this. It's really quite incredible. If there's one thing that my time in India has taught me, it's the hours of dedicated time that goes into making each one of the gemstones we sell on JewelleryMaker.
If you love classic jewellery, then why not come and join guest designer Gemma Crow on our vintage workshop. Gemma will guide you through various beading and wirework techniques which will inspire you to create timeless designs from a bygone era. The full course includes a selection of wire, a selection of findings and charms, a bead scoop, use of all relevant tools and equipment, a buffet lunch and refreshments, a tour of the studio and a visit to our gemstone museum. All of this for just $69.95. Have a blast from the past and take home some amazing designs. For further information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655.
Are you looking to create bespoke bridal jewellery? Then come and join guest designer Sheila on our bridal workshop. Sheila will guide you through how to design stunning accessories, including techniques using headbands, hair combs and tiaras. The full course includes a selection of hair combs and headbands, a selection of findings and wire, a generous scoop of mixed gemstones, use of all relevant tools, a buffet-style lunch and refreshments, a tour of the studios and a trip to our gemstone museum. All of this for just $69.95. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 6444 655.
Book now to take part in the Gemporia experience. Take a behind-the-scenes tour of our TV studios, meet the presenters and learn about gemstones and jewellery. The price of £169 includes an overnight stay at the picturesque White Swan Hotel, a buffet lunch, refreshments and a 3-course dinner. Dates are limited, so call or email us now for an experience you'll never forget.
Join guest designers Debbie Bulford and Rachel Norris to explore the endless possibilities of combining polymer clay and wirework. This DVD guides you through a variety of projects and will give you the inspiration you need to create your own designs. Advance your jewellery making and fuse your talents together with this amazing DVD. To get your hands on a copy, contact our call centre. Get creative with JewelleryMaker.
Welcome back to the Miss It Miss Out show here on JewelleryMaker. My name's Ed. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. It is extremely busy, but not busy enough. We are trying to find and add it to your order price for each and every one of you, and in this hour we are determined to find it, the one for you. There, I can see you. I know you bought this morning. As soon as the code hits the screen, start dialing that free phone number to put yourself in with a chance of getting hold of one of our Miss It Miss Out deals. Don't forget, every single night on JewelleryMaker between 5 PM and 9 PM, if you miss it, you miss out! You miss out! Anywho, we are going to find a deal for each and every one of you. Let me show you what we have coming up as our superstar buy at 5 to 9 this evening. This incredible variety of purple coated pyrite. So you still get that weightiness you'd expect to see from pyrite. You still get that gorgeous glamour from the faceting, but you've got that, well, there's only one way to describe it: chocolate wrapper purple. Perfect to be used with amethyst. Actually, we combined it earlier with a strand of golden pyrite. It looked amazing. So if you want to get involved with that, you are going to have to act quickly. Our superstar buys often sell out very, very quickly. It will be our final sell of the evening. If you want to get involved, dial the second the code hits the screen. On top of that, we also have another premiere strand coming up this evening on the Miss Out show. But I have to warn you right now, it's very, very limited edition. I actually have less than 50 available. It is, of course, pink tourmaline. Now, this is a very sought after gemstone within the jewellery world, and this particular variety is some of the highest quality tourmaline we've ever had here at JewelleryMaker. The colour tone is beautiful. They almost look like rubies. This is coming up for you at 8 PM this evening, so if you want to get hold of that, you've got about 40 minutes to wait. We better crack on then, so because we've got our next star buy coming up in about 10-15 minutes. Where was it, sorry? 3. Sorry. Wow. Huge slabs of Pyrite. Now I have to warn you, we have got a lot to get through, and the second our final price hits the screen for the next hour, you're gonna have roughly 60 seconds to make your decision. We're looking at 540 carats of Pyrite here. These are huge faceted slabs. They do have quite a uniform shape, really. They're these prism shapes, but they're sort of top drilled, if you like, so they make gorgeous pendants. They range in size from 16 by 13 to 21 by 21. Once again, a gemstone prized for its inclusions. That is what gives it all of its character. The code you need is HBGP50. Your Pyrite, over 500 carats here, perfect for your spring collections. And here comes your price this evening for the last in stock. $9.95. Look at the huge carat weight you're getting here. I'll hold it out. I know some people like to see it like this. It almost reminds me of sort of like a dendritic quartz, something like that, because it almost looks like the inclusions are fossilized plants or what have you. HBGP50, 540 carats of Pyrite. Your faceted slabs available right now for $9.95. We only have about 30 seconds left for you to make your decision. Of course, if there are any left in stock, you can still add them to your order, but we're going to move on to the next item because we've got so much to get through. The code you need is HBGP50, over 500 carats of Pyrite, down to $9.95. We're going to leave that one with you. We're going to move on. This time, moving on to beautiful blue fluorite. Probably one of the most prized varieties of fluorite. Now, we can source fluorite fairly regularly. You know, we have times when Mother Nature doesn't provide it, we can't get hold of it, but it's usually the multicoloured variety. So you see the purples, the yellow tones, the greens. Very, very rare that we're able to get hold of beautiful blue fluorite. And here we have got your top drilled faceted drops. You can see there, once again, you've got that almost aquatic feel from your lagoon green tones and those neon blue colours as well. 85 carats in total. Again, very easy to work with. They range in size from 5 to 10 mil. The code is HWRU94. Let's have a look at our current price for 85 carats of blue fluorite. Once again, under £10. Very, very rare variety of this gemstone. And here at JewelleryMaker, part of the Genuine Gemstone Company, we offer you the best value on the market, and we're not staying there this evening, we are going even lower. Of course, all of our price reductions are only available until 9 PM this evening. So if you want to take advantage, get involved now. This is the first ever price reduction for this strand of fluorite, and it's available for $6.95. We have taken the equivalent of your P&P off the price. The code is HWRU94, available while stocks last for $6.95. If you want to take advantage, you can add this to your order right now. Of course, if you already have a P&P up and running, this is the time to take advantage, because you're only ever going to pay one P&P per day here at JewelleryMaker. Lots of new buyers getting involved with this. Do you know what? Very, very interesting. If you are new to jewellery making or collecting gemstones, something really interesting about fluorite is that it comes from the same family as the only gemstone we mine for in the UK. There's a mine near Derbyshire, and there's a variety of fluorite known as Blue John, and we mine for that in this country. It's the only gemstone that we actually mine for here in the UK. So that's something interesting about this gemstone that, you know, may be of interest to your clients. 85 carats of gorgeous blue fluorite, available at the clearance price of $6.95, but only while stocks last. We're going to leave that one with you. We're going to move on to our next opportunity, or should I say shop-opportunity. We're going to move on. We're going to move on to beautiful clear quartz. Really interesting cut here, because you've got the frosted finish to your rounds, and while they say they're faceted rounds, it's actually just detailing around the centre of the gemstone. If you have a look here, these are actually carved out of the centre after it's received the frosted treatment. Brings so much character to your designs. Now these are extremely popular. Once again, clear quartz synonymous with your bridal commissions. We've got 260 carats in total. These are 10mm rounds, so very easy to work with, but imagine how much character these are going to add to your designs. The code is BAGP86, and let's have a look at your price this evening. $8.95. I have to warn you, this is a last in stock opportunity. Many of the items you're going to see during the next section of the show are very limited in availability. The code is BAGP86. 260 carats of white quartz available right now for $8.95. We're going to leave those ones with you. We're going to move on. Ooh, love these. I keep getting in trouble for that, you know, from people I know. They say every time I pick up a stand, ooh. Something you must notice if you know somebody really well. Look at these. So much character. They almost have a really natural feel to them, don't they, because of the colour tones. Those forest greens, those fern greens combined with those chocolate browns. Very organic look here. We're looking at rhyolite jasper. Each and every gemstone is going to look completely individual. These are 12mm rounds, which give you 340 carats in total. These would work perfectly in a very contemporary looking macrame bracelet, wouldn't they? Because they have that camo-like feel to them. FWP059 is the code. Let's have a look at our current price. $7.95, and we're not staying there tonight. We are going to take them lower, but of course our price reduction will only be available until 9 PM this evening. So if you want to get involved, dial now to avoid disappointment. Down to $5.95, another add it to your order price here on the Miss It Miss Out show. The code is FWP059, 340 carats of rhyolite jasper, 12mm rounds available for $5.95. If you want to get involved, dial now. I can see how many of you are flying in, and do you know what? So many familiar names. I see your names coming through for each and every item. That's the way to do it. If you've got a P&P up and running, just add to that order, take advantage of the one P&P, and of course, take advantage of these clearance prices. Well done to Jenny, Tara, Sylvia, Victoria, Tina, Deborah, Jean, Kyria? Now I'm not sure, because he told me that's how I pronounced it and we still got in trouble. Lots of anonymous buyers coming through as well. FWP059 down to the clearance price of $5.95. You want to take advantage, dial now. Looks like that could be a sellout. Of course, make sure you speak to a member of the help team, the only people that can guarantee whether or not you have been successful. We're going to move on. We're moving on now to another gemstone strand that would be perfect for your spring and summer collections, but also something very interesting. Now maybe this is something you'd like to explore. If you love jewellery making, maybe you'd like to get your youngsters involved in the hobby. We know from experience and from talking to our younger viewers that this is a gemstone that's addictive no matter what age you are. Recently had a young lady email me and tell me that she started making jewellery when she was 10 when the channel was launched. 3 years on, she's now 13. She's selling her jewellery, but maybe you're involved with brownie troops, or maybe, for example, you're a youngster and you have a charitable organisation close to your heart. This could be a way for you to create a little bit of money to donate to a charity. 150 carats of multicoloured crackled agate here, so you've got every colour of the rainbow, haven't you? You've got your beautiful baby pinks, your amethyst purples, your apatite blues, your tanzanite purples. Look at that, daffodil yellows as well. And here, this is your crackled variety, so you've got lots of character on each and every gemstone. 12mm puffy coins, very easy to work with. IHGP27 is the code, and let's have a look at our price this evening. $6.95, as always, representing the best value available on the market for genuine gemstones. The code is IHGP27, 150 carats, available right now for $6.95. If you want to get involved, dial that free phone number, add them to your 1 P&P per day, and you could have these winging their way to yours. They are very, very limited in availability now, so if you do want to get involved, dial now, or of course, click to buy now on JewelleryMaker.com. Probably the most efficient way to buy from us here at JewelleryMaker. Very easy to use website. The code is IHGP27. We're going to leave it on with you. We're going to move on. Where are we moving on to? Ooh. Oh, I just did it. I just noticed myself going, ooh. We're looking here at rhodonite. And these are top drilled drops, but they're really interesting. They have this smooth, rounded finish to the bottom of the drop. You see that? I love rhodonite. I often talk about the idea of combining those jet black tones and your feminine pink colours to create a dramatic design, and this gemstone does the job for you. These are top drill drops. They are 24 by 8mm in size, giving you 270 carats, sorry. The code is XAGP26. Let's have a look at your price this evening for this strand of rhodonite. $6.95 once again, and add it to your order price. Where else could you buy 270 carats of rhodonite drops this size for $6.95? I think you'd be hard pushed to find anywhere. If you want to add these to your order, if you want to take advantage, act now to avoid disappointment. We are getting busier and busier as the night goes on. We have got just an hour and a half left of the show. I know that so many of you have already got open orders. I'm going to find you and add it to your order price. XAGP26. 270 carats of rhodonite available right now for $6.95, and look at the difference in the colour combinations you've got across this strand. I mean, let's take this one here. Got those mainly jet black tones with a few of those raspberry colours coming through, and then just move on to the next one, predominantly those feminine pastel shades of pink. Then you've got a combination there, the shaded ones. Each and every design you create using this strand is going to look completely unique. $6.95 is all you're going to pay for 270 carats of gorgeous rhodonite. We're going to leave it on with you. We're going to move on because it is now time for yet another Star Buy! Welcome back to JewelleryMaker. It's time for another Star Buy, and on this occasion we have bundled 2 strands together and we're going to give you an incredible saving. Now, all of our 2-for-1 deals so far this evening have been extremely popular, but this is going to be a sellout. This is one of the finest examples of druzy I've ever seen here at JewelleryMaker. It is incredible. Now, I know everybody loves druzy agate. I think it's those natural crystal formations, and you can actually see them forming on the surface of another gemstone. You know, it's going to bring so much character to your designs, and also, of course, it proves to your customers that you're working with genuine gemstones, and of course, it's sort of going to spark people's interest in gemstones, isn't it? Look at this. Now, these have overcome a lot of feats of nature in order to be with us, really. Quite difficult for druzy crystal formations to actually form on the surface of agate or quartz, but also quite difficult for them to survive the mining process. They're very delicate crystal formations. And they're often actually damaged during the mining process. Look at that. And again, it's these imperfections within genuine gemstones which actually provide them with that unique feel and, of course, their value. You know, without these inclusions within the agate, this probably wouldn't be actually worth as much, because it wouldn't have that point of interest, that talking point. Gorgeous druzy agate rounds here. You've got a huge strand of them. Look at this one here. Look at that. Look at that. You see the way those crystal formations sparkle away and how much they're going to add to your designs. I love this one. Keep coming back to this one. It's almost frosted, isn't it? Now, I know what you're thinking. This 2-for-1 deal only features blue frosted druzy agate, 14mm rounds head. No, it doesn't. Another of your favourite gemstones, beautiful cultured pearls. Now check these out, they're huge. Now if these were perfect rounds, they would be classified as luxury pearls because they are 12mm in size. But you actually get another organic feel here. So these would work really well together actually, wouldn't they, to create a really organic, natural looking piece, because you've got your Baroque pearls here, which actually range from 11 to 12mm, but you've got these irregular shapes. No one's going to confuse these with faux pearls. You can see straight away that these are cultured pearls. They're going to add a real level of elegance to your designs. Actually, I think these would work perfectly into vintage designs, because I think irregular pearls do feed into those more classic looks. And of course you've got your ivory white pearls here, so you've got that classic pearl essence. You've also got your blue druzy agate rounds here. These are 14mm in size. They're going to make a big impact on your designs, particularly when you look at the druzy crystal formations that you find within the gemstones. Now, we are going to give you a 2-for-1 deal. It's going to be the equivalent of buying one strand and getting the other completely free. Now, these are two very sought after strands anyway. Lots of people love to own druzy, and everybody needs a strand of pearls, don't they? The code is HTGC28. If you want to get involved, start dialing that phone number. In fact, you should already be dialing that phone number. $11.95 is all you're going to pay this evening, and lots of people are already flying in on the phone lines. In fact, half the stock has already been allocated. I knew it was going to be a popular one. The code is HTGC28. This is what we're trying to do when we bring you our star buy deals. We're trying to give you a huge saving for items which are basically essential stash strands for you to add to your order. Gorgeous druzy agate and beautiful cultured pearls. Congratulations to everybody flying through on the phone lines now at the add it to your order price of just $11.95. Well done to Pat, Angela, Linda, Yvonne, Lynn, Karen, Christine, Paula, Denise, Willow, Delia, Andrea, Jean, Deborah, Bernice, Lisa. Lots and lots of new buyers. This is the way to increase your gemstone stash and to add essential minerals and gemstones to your collection. Well done if you're coming through on this. It is a 2-for-1 deal on your druzy agate rounds and your gorgeous cultured Baroque pearls. It's available right now for $11.95. The code is HTGC28. People are flying in on the phone lines. We only have a quarter of the stock remaining now. It's very, very popular. Don't forget, you've got your 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you're sitting there umming and ahhing, take advantage of this deal. Get it home. Fall in love with it for yourself. If you're not 100% sure, you can always send it back. And of course, if you already have a P&P up and running, it's risk-free, isn't it? Because you already have that winging its way to you. You can add this to your order for just $11.95. Take advantage of your 1 P&P and get this home and have a look. HTGC28 available right now for $11.95. I'm going to leave that one with you. I'm going to move on. Coming up at the top of the hour, completely different feel to our star buy, because we are going to launch a premiere strand of pink tourmaline. It's coming up at around about 8 p.m, which is only 20 minutes to wait. But I have to warn you, I think I'm right in saying I only have 42 strands available. Oh, really? Oh, my apologies. I actually only have 35 strands available. Sorry, I don't know where I got 42 in my head from. I'm sure of that when I just said it. 35 strands, very limited edition. Don't forget, when it comes to these high-end gems of distinction strands, we are of course at Mother Nature's mercy. But more so than that, it's a very competitive market. The biggest jewellers in the world are going to be out there trying to source pink tourmaline to incorporate into their collections and their designs. We have managed to snaffle away 35 strands so that you might be one of the lucky few who are able to offer your customers the chance to own pink tourmaline. It's coming up for you in just 20 minutes time as our next star buy, so don't miss out on that. Before that, I'm going to find and add it to your order price for you. Where are we moving on to? Ooh. Well, and add it to your order price, but how about for one of the big four? Now, I know some people, maybe newer jewellery makers or people who don't have a huge depth of knowledge about gemstones might be thinking, big four, what does that refer to? I'm going to tell you, diamonds, rubies, sapphires, and of course emeralds. The 4 big gemstones which are, you know, traditionally used within jewellery designs. Look at this, huge carat weight, 270 carats of emerald. Now the beauty of emerald is that it's actually prized for its inclusions, much like your dendritic quartz or your rutile quartz. 270 carats here, really interesting look, because you've got, again, you've got the rough nuggets, but you've got a high polish finish. Now these nuggets range in size from 8x6 to 16x10. The code you need is BBIM14. Now this is another member of the beryl family, but one that doesn't usually feature when we do our multi-beryl strands, because of course emerald is such a prized gemstone. We are going to give you a price reduction this evening, but it is very, very limited in availability. So if you do want to get hold of this, start dialing now. It's completely risk-free to get on the phone lines. It's a free phone number, but put yourself at the front of the queue and then make your decision, rather than dialing through and finding out they've all sold out. So if you're interested in adding emerald to your collection, start dialing that free phone number right now. Let's have a look at our original price, or our current price, for 270 carats of emerald. Wow, we're already down to $11.95. It's unbelievable value here at JewelleryMaker, isn't it? $11.95 for genuine emerald. And we're not going to stay there. We're going to take it lower. But if you want to get involved, you need to be dialing right now. The code is BBIM14. Down to $8.95. We've taken the equivalent of your P&P off the price of this strand, so you can actually get it home, see it for yourself, and all you've paid is $8.95 for genuine emerald. Now I realise there's a huge variety of emerald available. I myself was privileged enough to launch the most exclusive strand we've ever brought to you at JewelleryMaker, and I don't just mean of emerald, most exclusive strand ever. I brought you a strand of Colombian emerald, probably the most prized variety of emerald, I would say, in the world, anywhere. Everyone's after their Colombian emerald, and you can move the decimal place for what was charged for that particular strand. I think it was around about $89.95 or $79.95. Right now, you can add emerald to your order for less than £10. Just $8.95 is all you're going to pay this evening. If you want to get hold of that, act now, because at 9 PM it's going to return to its original price. We're going to move on. Wow. Mystic coated quartz. Now these, I would describe them as being quite fun. Again, they might be the kind of gemstone you'd like to work with if maybe you're creating jewellery designs with youngsters. However, like a lot of our gemstones, they can go in one of two directions depending on the design you include them in, because they could also add a real level of elegance to your designs. They almost look like little bubbles. They have that oil on water effect that's been given to them by this mystic coating. 400 carats in total. These are 12mm plain rounds, and look at the rainbow of vibrant colour tones you get on the surface of the gemstone thanks to that coating, bringing a whole different texture to the gemstone itself. They are quite large, aren't they, at 12mm? They're going to have a real statement look within your designs. The code is MWGP33, and once again we're going to give you a miss it miss out price reduction. Let's have a look at our current price for this strand. Wow, $9.95. Now this would be a really interesting strand to actually integrate into maybe quite a subtle bridal commission, because that slight little play of colour you get from the treatment will really make the design pop, won't it? $9.95 is all you're going to pay on a normal day. But until 9 PM this evening, we are going to give you a price reduction. The code is MWGP33, 400 carats in total, and we're taking them down to $6.95 this evening. If you want to get hold of a strand of this, act now to avoid disappointment. We only have a limited number available. I know how popular the white quartz strands are at the best of times, but when they have this mystic treatment, they literally fly out the door. They are available right now at $6.95, but they're only available at that price until 9 PM, at which point they're going to return to their original price of $9.95. So again, we're giving the equivalent of your P&P back in your pocket. If you want to take advantage, get them home, see them for yourself, and really enjoy the way that treatment has affected the overall look of the gemstones, this could be your opportunity, especially if you have a P&P up and running, because you can add it to that one P&P per day and take advantage of the clearance price of just $6.95 for 400 carats. The code is MWGP33. We're going to leave that one there. We're going to move on. Ooh, this is going to be exceptionally popular, and I'm afraid we only have a limited number available. These are your rose gold coloured brass mesh ribbons. You get 10 in total. They're 20 by 30 mil, so they're the larger size. They've probably been one of the most popular findings we've launched over the last 6 months. The code is CAPO51. Perfect for your vintage designs, for maybe your hair sliders, for a bridesmaid, something like that. They're really versatile, but once again, they're the kind of finding which are going to dictate your creativity. A lot of the work's been done for you. So there you go, everything you're going to get. 10 of your rose gold coloured brass mesh ribbons. They're 20 by 30 mil, and here comes your price for the last in stock. $6.95. You can see, so you're essentially paying 70p for a finding like this. Where else would you get that kind of value? These are going to, you know, become the focal point of any design they're included in. They have a really high-end look because of that rose gold finish. The code is CAPO51. How many of these did we start with, Producer Liam? How many have we got now? Okay, we started with less than 20 in stock. We now have single figures of availability. People are flying in on the phone lines. This is going to be your final opportunity to own these by the looks of things. So if you've been umming and ahhing, take my advice. Get involved, add them to your order, get them home. Once you see them for yourself, they're going to get your creative juices flowing. They're going to allow you to create amazing vintage designs. However, If you don't act now, you may never see them again. I'm not sure. The code is CAPO51. I've only got 5 remaining in stock now. Well done to anonymous buyers. Well done to Kathleen, Sarah, Amy, Abigail, Anda. You're there. Jennifer as well. I only have a few left in stock. So if you want to add those to your order, act now. The code is CAPO51. Could well be a sellout tonight. We're going to leave those ones with you. We're going to move on. Ooh, yellow coloured chalcedony, and this time tessellated or cuddled strand here, because they're cross drilled, so they sort of tessellate on the strand. I love these for springtime. Beautiful daffodil yellow. You've got that waxy luster. Gorgeous. 160 carats in total. These are faceted puffy coins, which range, well, it says they're approximately 16 mil. There are slight variations on this strand, I would say, because if you look at this one here, much deeper than the one next to it, which has more of a saucer-like feel to it. So it's very slight variations on the strand itself. The code is FRRU64, 160 carats in total. Let's have a look at our current price available on the website. $11.95. We're not staying there, we're going to go lower, but this price reduction will only be available until 9 PM this evening. I love the facets, really allowing that colour tone to glow. $7.95 is all you're going to pay this evening. FRRU64, 160 carats of yellow chalcedony available right now for $7.95. You want to get involved, dial now. This could well be another sellout this evening. People are flying in on the phone line, taking advantage of their 1 P&P and of course that huge reduction, which is only available until 9 PM. Reduced from $11.95 down to $7.95. It's a miss it, miss out deal. The code you need is FRRU64. This is a gemstone which has such a deep and rich heritage attached to it. A gemstone actually included in the Bible. $7.95 is all you're going to pay if you want to add this to your order. If you want to add this to your order, dial that free phone number right now and take advantage of the clearance price, because at 9 PM it will return to the original price. Well done to Diane, Karina, Cheryl, Sylvia, Katie. Lots of new buyers as well. You're flying through. We're going to have to leave that one with you. We're going to move on. Another variety of your multicoloured crackled agate. Now this is gorgeous. Again, you've got this huge array of colour tones here. Very vibrant tones here. You've got your amethyst purples, your lime greens, your tangerine tones, your hot pinks, and you've got that crackled effect. Provides texture to your designs. The code is YWGP16, 120 carats in total. These are your puffy ovals, which are 14 by 10 mil in size. Let's have a look at your price this evening. Very popular gemstone here. I think it's one of those stash builders, isn't it? $6.95 is all you're going to pay this evening. It's another add it to your order price here on the Miss It Miss Out show. Because I think the reason people find this such an engaging gemstone is the vibrancy of the colours available and that crackled effect. It means that you've got a gemstone for every possible jewellery making scenario. If you've got a strand of this in your stash, you're not going to have too many problems, are you? YWGP16 is available right now while stocks last for just $6.95. If you want to get involved, dial that free phone number to make this yours. We're going to leave that one with you. We're going to move on. I was going to suggest it, but I didn't want to, step on your toes, producer Liam. Okay, so this is your patina swelligant. Now, this is perfect because do you know what happened to me the day after we did this? We did the metal stamping relaunch. Sorry. Well, it was a launch actually of the Rolls-Royce variety of the stamps. And straight away, the first thing our expert Debbie Kershaw mentioned was involving your swelligant and defining your metal stamping using this particular solution. It's a way of giving things a metallic look and darkening that look. This is your patina variety, but actually I think it was Jenny who'd actually used this on her like brass knobs in her kitchen and stuff, just to give it a more antique-y feel. But you can use it on your polymer clay, you can use it on your metal work, maybe if you've got the aluminium or you do silver smithing, things like that. This is the ideal solution to create a completely different effect, that antique look, if you like. The code is ACCF74, and we are going to give you a completely daft price this evening. Let's have a look at our current price. So currently available on our website for $6.95. Very, very popular with many people who maybe engage in more of the alternative disciplines. So your polymer clays, your metal stamping. If you want to get involved, my advice, start dialing the free phone number right now, because we are going to honour a clearance price on this item. The code is ACCF74. You are not going to be disappointed. If you've already started dialing, congratulations to you, because this is a genuine add it to your order price, as they all have been. But this is pushing the boundaries. $2.95. We've matched your P&P. So if you've already paid your $2.95, we've just given you a £4 saving on your swelligant. We've taken it down to $2.95. Lots of new buyers getting involved on the phone lines. Well done to all of you. Well done to Tahid in Yorkshire, very regular buyer here, making the most of your 1 P&P per day. Linda, you're there. Vanessa, lots of people flying through now, mainly on the web. If you want to get involved on the phone lines, dial that free phone number and add this to your order. The code is ACCF74. We have taken it down to $2.95. I told you, we're determined to find and add it to your order price for each and every one of you. So if you want to get involved, act now. We only have a limited number available at this price. They are flying out the door. Lots of familiar names coming up on the board, taking advantage of that 1 P&P. Your patina swelligant solution available right now at the clearance price of $2.95. Got a gentleman buyer in Great London adding 3 to his order. That's the way to do it. Multi-buy items like this, ACCF74. It's available right now for $2.95. So take advantage while you can. We are going to have to leave that one with you. So if you've already got a phone in your hand, well done to you. Stay where you are. We're going to move on. And we're moving on now to some more beautiful cultured pearls. As I say, one of the fastest selling strands here at JewelleryMaker are our cultured pearls. So popular with jewellery makers because you can create so many different designs, particularly with cultured pearls of this colour and size. I think they'll work in your classic designs, but they're also going to work in your contemporary designs. And you know, it doesn't matter what age you are, you can always wear pearls. And here we're looking at your purple cultured pearls. These are 6x5mm, so quite dainty in size really. They're not going to be overpowering within your designs, but they're still going to make an impact because they're genuine cultured pearls. The code is HBGP61. And let's have a look at our current price. I've just looked over here and I'm seeing both of our Premier strands I think would work with this. We've got pink tourmaline coming up in, what, 5 minutes time? Premier strand, I'm afraid very limited in stock, but look at those. Those really work together, don't they? And as if that wasn't enough, check out my purple coated pyrite. That is a colour combination that really has an impact, isn't it? So your purple cultured pearls, they're 6x5mm in size, so you do get the slight irregularities. You can see that they are genuine cultured pearls. Should be $6.95, but we are going to take them to a clearance price tonight. I hope you're already on that free phone number, or you're ready to click to buy now, because we are taking these under £5. $4.95 is all you're going to pay this evening for genuine cultured potato pearls. 6x5mm in size, but it's all about that gorgeous, almost red wine tone, isn't it? HBGP61 available right now for £4.95. Well done to Caroline. Multi-buying this evening. Very regular multi-buyer. You can see the value in what we're doing here at JewelleryMaker and makes the most of her P&P. So congratulations to you, Caroline. Margaret, another regular buyer. You're back on the lines. Well done to Pat, Karina, Denise, and lots of new buyers taking advantage of cultured pearls for under £5. Now, where else can you buy cultured pearls at this kind of price? This is a clearance price this evening. How many of these did we start off with, producer Liam? We started with 24 strands. We have now got 8 strands remaining. HBGP61, your purple cultured pearls down to £4.95. If you want to make them yours, act now to avoid disappointment. This could well be another sellout here on the Miss It Miss Out show. We're going to leave that one with you. Good luck to everyone on the phone lines. We're going to move on. This time, moving on to beautiful orange adventurine. We're looking at this gorgeous apricot tone here, and actually really interesting pear drop shape. They're 18 by 13 mil. They're through drilled, very easy to work with. I love the colour tone here. Again, it's another one of those gemstones which can go in one or two directions. If you match it up with very vibrant colours, then it's going to give your designs a lift. However, it would work in your more muted designs. It also has an organic feel to it. The code is TIGP70, 170 carats in total of orange aventurine. Let's have a look at our current price. $6.95. Now, when our graphics changed, we have the whole different setup, and occasionally like bits of information about the gemstone will flash up on screen. Something very interesting flashed up on screen. This is one for you, producer Liam. It's folklore, it's myth and legend. It may or may not be true. Some people believe in it. I'm not saying you should buy it for this reason, but it's just an interesting piece of traditional information attached to this gemstone. It's said to increase your libido. Does that interest you, producer Liam? I'm just winding him up. But that is some like traditional folklore, not necessarily true. 170 carats of orange aventurine should be $6.95. Right now, we are taking it down. Well, the correct price hasn't come on screen, so we're down to $3.95, a clearance price for 170 carats of orange aventurine pairs here. TIGP70. If you want to test out this gemstone's ability to increase your libido, that really is an added to your order price. As I say, that's not a reason to purchase the gemstone. You know, it's just a bit of traditional folklore. But one reason to add this to your order is the incredible look of the gemstone combined with the add it to your order price of just $3.95. Lots of familiar names now taking advantage of not only the clearance price but adding this to their 1P&P. So well done to Sharon, Caroline, Margaret, Tina, Jeanette, Barbara, Francis, Mary, Kyria. Still getting that wrong, I'm sure of that. TIGP70, 170 carats of orange aventurine, available right now. They add it to your order price of just $3.95. If you've added that to your order, well done, because you've really upset producer Liam because he didn't want to go that low. You've got a real steal of a deal there. We're going to leave that one there. It's time now for a very exclusive Stubby! Welcome back to JewelleryMaker. It is now time for a completely different star buy to everything we've seen so far this evening. Now, as I say, star buys are going to come in one of two varieties generally. We're either, well, one of three actually, let's be clear. They're either going to be a product that we're going to give you a massive saving on, so a clearance price, or it's going to be a bundle of products. We're going to take a collection of products together and give you a huge saving, or we're going to launch a premier strand of gemstones, and that is exactly what we're about to do. However, I have to warn you, I have got less than 40 strands available, and I know how popular this gemstone is. It's one of the most sought after gemstones on the planet, and that's probably the reason why we've only been able to source a limited number so far. We're looking here at gorgeous pink tourmaline. Now just hold off putting the graphics on screen, Producer Lynn, because I want to give everybody an equal opportunity to get hold of this. Now I realise it's slightly speedier to click to buy now on JewelleryMaker.com, and everybody doesn't have that luxury. However, I'm going to be a little bit naughty. I'm going to tell you, if you're a phone buyer, start dialing right now. The second the graphics come on screen, you're going to be able to say what you want to order, and at that point people will be able to click to buy now on JewelleryMaker.com. I can't say any fairer than that. I think this will be a sellout this evening because I only have 35 strands of pink tourmaline. Now the second we see this gemstone, we're going to see the graphics. So start dialing right now. It's a free phone number. Put yourself at the front of the queue. Wow, it almost looks like ruby. It has this slightly muted, waxy luster to it. But because we have faceted rondelles, they look amazing. They sparkle. And look at these colour tones. Beautiful, vibrant raspberry tones. Gorgeous ruby reds as well. Now this is pink tourmaline, a gemstone that comes in more varieties, more colour varieties, sorry, than any other gemstone. But here we've managed to colour match an entire strand of faceted rondelles. They range in size from 2x1 to 5x3, so quite dainty, delicate look here. But you don't need to use a whole lot of pink tourmaline to make a real impact on your designs. Most people are going to be aware of this gemstone. It is beautiful, pink tourmaline. And actually, again, this is another one of those master of disguises. A gemstone which, because it comes in so many different colour varieties, is often mistaken for other gemstones. Now I was saying I thought it had a real feel of ruby to it. And actually, if you look in the Russian crown jewels, the so-called ruby within the imperial crown of the Russian crown jewels is in fact a pink tourmaline, so it was mistaken for a ruby. But as a result, when people make these kind of, well, you would call them an error, but it's sort of a happy accident, isn't it? Because as a result, now we know how beautiful pink tourmaline is, and it now has the same level of prestige and gravitas attached to it that rubies do. Selected by royalty, used within these royal collections of jewellery. The Russian crown jewels featuring pink tourmaline, and actually it does really have a feel of ruby to it, doesn't it? But tourmaline, another gemstone that is well respected within the jewellery world. Here you're looking at 40 carats. The code is TVRU39, and we are going to launch it this evening at a launch price. Now there's only 35 strands actually available, so if you do want to get involved, I imagine a lot of you are already on the phone lines, but I can't guarantee this is going to be the price come 9 AM tomorrow morning. So act now, use your 30-day money-back guarantee to get genuine pink tourmaline in your collection. If you get it home, you're not 100% happy, you can always send it back, but I don't think you're going to be too disappointed when you see the quality of this pink tourmaline. Let's have a look at our launch price this evening. Wow, under £20. The code is TVRU39. Lots of people flying in on the phone lines. Half the stock already allocated now. If you want to add 40 carats of pink tourmaline to your order, act now. It is $19.95. Who knows what the price will be tomorrow morning if there's any left in stock. 40 carats right now. Congratulations to lots of new buyers. Well done to Teresa, James, an anonymous buyer. You're there as well. Okay, stop right there. I just heard some very interesting information. It's not me bullying the producer. This is the producer's decision this evening. He wants to give you a little treat. Only half the stock's been allocated. Well, just over. We've got 16 strands remaining. He wants them all to go tonight. Start dialing now if you want to get a deal on genuine pink tourmaline. Everybody that's already made your order, don't panic, you're going to pay the same final low price of $14.95 now. I assure you, we were not supposed to go that low. It was always intended to be launched at $19.95 and potentially even increase in price right now because we want them to sell out tonight. We have taken it to $14.95. People are literally flying in on the phone lines now. It is definitely going to be a sellout, I reckon. Well done to Caroline, Teresa, James, Anonymous Buyer, Anne-Marie, you're there, Wendy, lots of new buyers on the phone as well. Sarah, you're there, Barbara, you're there. In fact, I'm just going to have a quick count up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. That leaves me with 11 strands, but Gillian, you're on the line now. More like 10 strands. If you want to make this yours, the price is $14.95. Absolutely ridiculous what you're getting here. I have to be honest, this is virtually jewellery quality gemstones. They are faceted rondelles. You still get that sparkle and glamour, but you get this almost muted like finish, which makes it look like ruby. Absolutely beautiful. Looks like it's going to be a sellout. I've got 5 strands remaining now. Congratulations to the 30 people that have already allocated this to their order for, well, pretty ridiculous launch price of $14.95. 40 carats of pink tourmaline here. The rondelles themselves range in size from 2x1 to 5x3. If you want to get hold of this, you can act now and you may well be successful. We are now sending one over to the States, so congratulations to you, Linda. TV RU39, I think that says it all really, doesn't it? It's easier to source gemstones from us here at JewelleryMaker than it is to buy them in the States for Linda. TV RU39, 40 carats of pink tourmaline available right now at the pretty ridiculous launch price of $14.95. So congratulations to everybody on the phone line. I'm going to leave that one with you. We are going to go to a quick break. When we return, it will be the final hour of Miss It, Miss Out, concluding, of course, with the launch of our purple pyrite. Don't go away.
soil. Now we'll make yellow flowers
you.
Do you need a helping hand to get started with JewelleryMaker? Are you stuck for ideas and need inspiration? Then visit our JewelleryMaker website, where you can find our video tutorials. Expand your knowledge and skills with these easy-to-follow jewellery making demonstrations. Whether you're a beginner, hobbyist, or business owner, there's always something new to learn. It couldn't be easier. Simply click and learn some new jewellery making techniques. Join guest designer Sarah Elvin and get creating stunning designs in no time with this MIMO introductory DVD. The easy-to-follow steps shown on this DVD will make you feel like you have your own personal tutor and will guide you through a variety of techniques to get you started. To get your hands on a copy, simply contact our call centre. Get creative with JewelleryMaker.
Are you looking to create bespoke bridal jewellery? Then come and join guest designer Sheila on our bridal workshop. Sheila will guide you through how to design stunning accessories, including techniques using headbands, hair combs and tiaras. The full course includes a selection of hair combs and headbands, a selection of findings and wire, a generous scoop of mixed gemstones, use of all relevant tools, a buffet-style lunch and refreshments, a tour of the studios and a trip to our gemstone museum. All of this for just $69.95. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 6444 655.
Welcome back to the Miss It Miss Out show here on JewelleryMaker. It is a very, very exciting night. We have just launched a premiere strand of pink tourmaline. A very naughty price of $14.95. Congratulations to everybody who has added that to their order, because it actually, to me, looked like a strand of rubies. I wouldn't be disappointed if somebody actually presented that to me as a strand of rubies. But pink tourmaline, absolutely beautiful in its own right. $14.95. I believe we've got 2 strands remaining in stock, so if you want to add it to your order, you still can. Just dial that free phone number, speak to a member of the help team, and you'll be able to take advantage of that incredible launch price. But coming up as our superstar buy in less than 1 hour, in fact 40 minutes is all you're going to have to wait, purple coated pyrite. Purple coated pyrite, faceted to perfection. Basically, I'm trying not to describe it like this because I feel like it doesn't do it justice, but it's the only way to describe the colour. It's the same colour as a chocolate wrapper. You know what I'm saying? It is that gorgeous, almost metallic purple tone. It's going to add so much to your designs. It's coming up in just 40 minutes time, so you're not going to want to miss out on that deal. If you want to get involved, the second the code hits the screen, you're going to have to dial that free phone number. We are going to move on though. We're going to try and find and add it to your order deal for each and every person out there, particularly if you already have a P&P up and running, because you're only ever going to pay 1 P&P per day here at JewelleryMaker. We're going to kick off with beautiful rose quartz tubes. Now these are faceted tubes, 14 by 11 mil in size. You've got this beautiful pastel shade of pink, giving you over 400 carats in total. Love this. They almost have like a glacier-like feel to them, but then they still have that feminine tone from the pastel shade of pink coming through. Very subtle actually on this particular strand, but it's all about the cut here, isn't it? Those tubes, they're going to work perfectly in your asymmetrical designs, maybe to use as the focal point of a necklace, so you have a little dangle hanging off one of your tubes. 420 carats in total. The code is ISGP40, Let's have a look at our current price. $11.95, and we're not staying there this evening. It's a huge carat weight, isn't it? 420 carats, and we're going to take it even lower. Now, all of our price reductions are only available this evening until 9 p.m, and this has gone down to $7.95. ISGP40, a £4 saving for 400 carats of rose quartz here in your faceted tube, so they're going to add real dynamic to your designs. And you still get that play of light from the facets, don't you? It's almost like little paparazzi flashes going off there. And it's available right now, and they add it to your order price of $7.95. If you want to take advantage, act now to avoid disappointment. Just dial that free phone number, and you can add this to your 1p and p per day of just $2.95. We're going to leave that one there. We're going to move on. This time, beautiful lavender amethyst here. Now these are faceted rounds, faceted to perfection. You can actually tell the quality of the gemstone itself from the standard of the faceting. Look at that and see how confident the lapidarist was when he got hold of this particular strand of gemstones. Look at those facets. And once again, I really am intrigued to see a design which features the purple coated pyrite with lavender amethyst. I love those two purple tones together. 380 carats here in your 12mm faceted rounds. The code is KFGP89. Let's have a look at your current price. $14.95. Now this is February's birthstone, the gemstone of romance, the gemstone of Valentine's, and look at that beautiful colour tone you've got there. They're going to make an impact in your designs because of the size and of course those beautiful facets. It's available right now on our website for $14.95, but that is not the price you're going to pay this evening. Let's have a look at our reduction. And once again, this price reduction will only be available until 9 p.m. So take advantage right now. Down to $8.95. Now this is February's birthstone, but not only that, this is a gemstone that has been used by the high street jewellers for years and years. People are familiar with amethyst, they want it in their collections, and as a result, you need to be working with this gemstone, don't you? KFGP89, 380 carats of lavender amethyst in your 12mm faceted rounds, available right now at the clearance price of $8.95. If you want to get involved, dial now to avoid disappointment, or of course click to buy now on JewelleryMaker.com. Lots of people flying through on the phone lines right now to add this to their order. Of course, if you've already paid your 1p and p per day, then you're laughing. You can just add this onto that order and take advantage of the clearance price, down from $14.95 to $8.95. So if you want to take advantage, dial now. I'm going to leave that one with you. We're going to move on. Wow, those would work together actually. Look at those. This time we're looking at your clear quartz. 9mm faceted rounds. It says faceted rounds, but very unusual facets here. Almost star cut. They almost faceted these to a point. Over 200 carats here. These are, once again, perfect for your bridal commissions. They'll work with any other gemstone, of course. 210 carats, 9mm faceted rounds. These are going to bring a real dynamism and texture to your designs. The code, HCGP03. Let's have a look at our price for the last in stock this evening. $8.95. Imagine how time consuming it is, not just to source and mine for this gemstone, then to hand it over to a lapidarist who creates this incredible look, enhances the look of Mother Nature's gemstones by giving it these really definitive facets. $8.95 is all you're going to pay this evening for over 200 carats of clear quartz, The code is HCGP03. You can add these to your order for just $8.95. Congratulations to everybody coming through on the phone line. I'm going to leave that one with you. We're going to move on. I'm going to leave that one right there. Wow. Now, we were saying earlier how the purple pyrite worked really well with the golden pyrite. Lovely combination, really opulent feel here, really regal look, particularly when you're looking at golden pyrite of this size. They're 12 by 8mm, rounded rondelles. Really significant look, but you can see the way the purple and the gold just work together. That'd be quite a gem heavy piece here, because as part of these rondelles, you're getting 700 carats of pyrite, aka fool's gold. These are 12 by 8mm in size. The code is RXGP86. Let's have a look at our current price for this strand of pyrite this evening. Wow, already down to $7.95 for 700 carats of beautiful pyrite. And again, really high-end finish to this particular strand. The code is RXGP86, 700 carats in total. Available currently on our website for $7.95, but we're going to give you a miss out price tonight. The code is RXGP86, and here comes your clearance price for 700 carats of pyrite plain rondelles. Down tonight to $5.95. Another add it to your order price, particularly when you consider the carat weight you're getting here. Absolutely beautiful. And if you want to add it to your order, act now. We only have limited numbers available. If you've already got a P&P up and running, it's basically a no-brainer, isn't it? It really is an add it to your order price at just $5.95. Make the most of that one P&P of just $2.95. And of course, the clearance price is down to $5.95 this evening. The code you need is RXGP86. 700 carats of pyrite available right now for $5.95. I'm going to leave that one with you, and we're going to move on. Ooh, beautiful. Now this is blue coloured quartz, but actually when you look at the colour tone, it's trying to emulate a certain colour tone of blue. Almost a London blue topaz colour here. Now these are quartz rounds, they're 13mm in size, giving you 460 carats in total. The code you need is CAKZ66. 460 carats in total. As I say, this almost is the same colour tone you'd expect to see on a London blue topaz, and I think that's why they've been classified as topaz blue colour quartz. 13mm rounds, very easy to work with. Again, you've got that high polish finish which is going to work in so many different designs. Let's have a look at our current price for this strand of quartz. Wow, already down to $6.95. As I say, check out the huge carat weight you've got here. 460 carats, and they're available right now for $6.95. And that's not even where we're stopping. We are going to give you a miss out price. This price reduction will only be available until 9 PM this evening. Should be $6.95. Let's get it to an add it to your order price of $4.95. And we were discussing earlier that you can't even really buy a fast food meal for $4.95 anymore. Right now, we are providing you with genuine gemstones for under £5. Of course, this is an item that is going to last you forever. If you create a gorgeous jewellery design, you could pass this down to your children, your children's children, and all you've paid is $4.95. Congratulations to Nicole. You've actually multiple this. You've got 4 strands heading your way. That's the way to do it. Well done to Laurie, new buyers, Denise, Karen, Sue. Right now, there are a few left in stock. If you want to make this yours, it is just $4.95. Well done to Edwina, Hazel, Suzanne, Karen. There are so many new buyers taking me up on this offer. 13mm rounds, huge blue coloured topaz for $4.95. If you already have a P&P up and running, it is really a no-brainer. You've got to add this to that order, haven't you? Make the most of your one P&P. We are determined to find and add it to your order price. We are going to leave this one with you. The code is CAKZ66. KZ66. If you want to make this one yours, we do have a few left in stock, but they are quickly flying out the door. Could well be the last time you see this strand, and right now you can actually order it at $4.95. It will, of course, return to its original price at 9 PM this evening. We're going to move on now. Beautiful lemon quartz. Wow. Don't see this cut of lemon quartz very often. Now these are plain drops, so they've got this high polished finish, but they are top drilled drops, but they're huge. Absolutely huge. They're ranging in size from 12 by 7 to 28 by 8, crying out to be used as pendants. Got that lovely zesty lemon light tone. 155 carats in total. And actually, because of the graduation, again, a lot of the work's been done. Oh, sorry, Director Bruce there. Getting in trouble. Whipped it out of shot. Got Maximum Bruce here this evening. Maximum Bruce. Bruce is my director this evening. That's his little motto. And he's going Maximum Bruce. 155 carats here. All I was going to say is, if you restrand this, because of the graduation, you're going to have a really elegant look, aren't you? I would use gold chain here to bring out those lemon tones. HERU60. Really beautiful look here. High polished finish. Let's have a look at your price for a Gems of Distinction strand of lemon quartz. Wow, $8.95. As I say, this is coming from the range in which we would classify this as the highest quality of lemon quartz we can source, and we can bring it to you at the ridiculous price of $8.95, representing, as usual, the best value on the market for genuine gemstones. That's what we do here at JewelleryMaker, because of course we are part of the Genuine Gemstone Company. Congratulations to everybody flying in on the phone lines, making the most of this incredible price. Well done to Sharon, Luba, Sheila, lots of familiar names up there, taking advantage of that 1 P&P per day of just $2.95. Well done to Carol, multi-buying this particular strand. These are huge. I mean, even if you were just to take this one central gemstone and use it as a pendant, you're going to make your money back and then some. The rest is clear profit. HERU60, 155 carats of beautiful lemon quartz, available right now for $8.95. Well done to everybody on the phone line taking advantage of this deal. We're going to leave that one there. I'm going to move on now to gorgeous golden tiger's eye. Now again, these are your fancy twist beads. We saw these earlier in the rose quartz, and I believe they were actually a sellout. I don't know if it was because of the gemstone or the cut, but this cut is incredible. It goes to show how talented our lapidarists are. And here we're looking at one of our most popular gemstones ever since day one here on JewelleryMaker. We've always been able to source golden tiger's eye, and because of that beautiful chatoyancy you see on the surface of the gemstone, that almost cat's eye-like effect, it has been ever present and ever popular. 330 carats in total. These are fancy beads, which are approximately 20 by 10 mil in size. The code you need is DTGP40. Let's have a look at our original price for this strand. $8.95. That already represents the best value in the market, and we're not staying there tonight. Let's have a look at our price reduction this evening. Should be $8.95. We are taking them down to $6.95. That price slash is only available for half an hour. At 9 PM, all of our price reductions are going to return to the original price. The code is DTGP40, 330 carats. Available right now for $6.95. If you want to add this to your order, that is a clearance price. We only have a limited number available. And if you do want to add that to your order, act now, because we only have a limited number available. I have to tell you, my producer's getting really excited in the gallery, and it's all thanks to my good friend, Mr. Alan Fox. He has actually posted a picture on our Facebook site of his gemstone farm. He creates little wirework critters. The reason I know Alan so well is that he has been down to the studios before, he's been in workshops, and he's also appeared on the Sunday Experience, and the last time he came down, he brought me a wirework meerkat. It's a feat of wirework engineering, I have to say. He loves to create, you know, inspired by nature designs, so little animal critters, and he's actually created a whole farm by the looks of things. Is that what we were seeing on Facebook? Anyway, my producer was very impressed. I'm always impressed with your work. If you want to get involved with the show, if you want to send your designs in, don't forget we've got the Wall of Fame. You can enter that every week. Send a design, you'll be given a raffle number. Every single Wednesday we're going to pull out 2 winners. The runner-up's going to have £50 added to their account. The winner is going to have £100 added to their account. Say again, sorry? There you are, Mr. Alan Fox. So I salute you, Mr. Fox, if you are watching this evening. I'm going to find a deal for you as well. We have now moved on from our tiger design. That was taken down to $6.95. And don't forget, coming up in around about 20 minutes time now, beautiful purple coated pyrite. Now the colour tone you're looking at here is so regal, so vivid. It's going to add to any design. These are faceted pyrite drops. So the other additional benefit of pyrite is that they add a little bit of weight to your design, don't they? These are coming up for you in just 20 minutes time. We have an incredible launch price, but we only have a limited number available. If you want to get involved with this, you're going to need to start dialing the second the code hits the screen. They're coming up for you in around about 20 minutes time, so you're not going to want to miss out on that. But before that, we're going to try and find and add it to your order price for each and every one of you. It's going to be a really quick 25, half an hour right now, so I'm just going to have a quick sip of coffee and get myself pumped up, because we are going to find a deal for you. Where are we going to, sorry? Very interesting now. Could be seen as a bit of a niche item. This is your silver art clay. Now, very, very interesting thing to take up. Probably, you know, the higher end of your niche disciplines here, because this is clay. It works exactly the same as modelling clay, but once you've fired it, it is actually 99.9% pure silver. Ingenious, really. This is a 7-gram pack, something quite close to my producer's heart, because over the Christmas period, he actually attended the silver clay workshop with Natalia, our expert, and created a silver brooch for your mother for Christmas. She was well chuffed, wasn't she? Now this is quite interesting if you maybe have just started the hobby, because it's just a 7-gram pack. It's going to supplement the clay that you already own, and maybe if you have an idea in mind but you only have a tiny bit left, you don't want to have a huge investment and buy one of our like 50-gram packs. You just need a little bit more maybe to have a little experiment. This could be the perfect addition to your order. Let's have a look at our current price. We are going to give you a price reduction this evening, but it will only be available till 9 PM. I have to press that matter home, because lots of people want to get hold of our silver clay at the clearance prices, because they say like, oh, you know, I saw it last week at this price, whatever. All of the price reductions are only available till 9 PM. Currently available on our website for $20.45, but tonight we are going to give you essentially a clearance price. We shouldn't do, but we're going to be a bit naughty. We're going to give you a huge saving. AJAC11 should be $20.45, now down to $14.95. Massive saving, especially for what you're getting here. 7 grams of your art clay silver. This is your 7-gram slow dry pack, and it's available right now at $14.95. All of you silver clay artists out there need to react right now if you want to take advantage of this. Well done to lots of new buyers coming through. This could be the perfect way to add another string to your bow. Well done to Anita, Karen, Tanya, lots of anonymous buyers as well, adding to that order today. $2.95 is all you're going to pay. If you already have an order up and running, if you're interested in art clay, or this is the discipline which you predominantly focus on, 14.95, representing a huge saving on a very niche item there. It's 7 grams of your art clay silver, available at $14.95, but only available at that price until 9 p.m. this evening, at which point it's going to return to the original price of over £20. So take advantage right now while you can. We're going to leave that one with you. We're going to move on. Okay, moving on now to another variety of beautiful chalcedony, and this time beautiful royal blue tone here, or maybe sea blue tone, I would say. Chalcedony does have this almost waxy luster, or almost like a translucency to it, and when you get the blue variety, it does look very aquatic, doesn't it? These are huge nuggets. They range in size from 16 by 11 to 31 by 15. Really organic looks because they have irregular shapes, but still very high end because of the faceting. Now, I have to admit that I was a little bit ignorant when it came to this gemstone. I originally thought it was quite contemporary gemstone, and that, you know, it was only being used in fashion jewellery. That's just because my research suggested that it was really popular in American fashion jewellery. That's the way I thought that it was being used, but actually this is one of the earliest materials ever used by man. As I say, it's mentioned in the Bible, and it's been set into jewellery for thousands of years. This is a beautiful variety. We know that lots of people enjoy working with blue gemstones. Lots of people purchase blue gemstones, their first ever gemstone purchase. The code on this particular strand is JSGK63. Let's have a look at our current price on the website. $17.95. It's a Gems of Distinction strand. Very, very statement sizes here. As I say, they range from 16 by 11, that's the smallest, up to 31 by 15. You can imagine these having a real impact on your designs, can't you? But we're not going to charge you $17.95 this evening. We are going to take the price down. The price reduction itself is only available until 9 p.m. Let's have a look where we can take this. JSGK63 is the code. 230 carats of blue chalcedony. These huge nuggets available right now for $10.95. A huge saving there. If you want to add them to your order, act now to avoid disappointment. Dial that free phone number. Add these to your order. You already have your 30-day money-back guarantee. So you can get them home, see them in the flesh, see them for yourself, and if you don't fall in love with them, you can send them straight back. But act now while you can make this huge saving. They have been low from $17.95 all the way down to $10.95. The code is JSGK63. 230 carats available right now for $10.95. If you want to take advantage, dial that free phone number or click to buy now on JewelleryMaker.com. Otherwise, you may be disappointed. We're going to leave that one with you. We're going to move on. Don't forget, we've got that purple coloured pyrite coming up at 5 to 9 this evening. Oh, moving on now to one of our best, or highest quality, I should say, varieties of rainbow moonstone we have in stock. Have to be honest though, we only have single figures of availability. When you see the adulorescence, this beautiful blue schiller on the gemstone, you're going to be knocked sideways. I'm just going to pick a couple and shield it from the light and show you the optical effect you get from rainbow moonstone. Beautiful gemstone, and actually this is another gemstone that has been used for thousands of years, originally set into jewellery by the Romans in 100 AD. So even back then, this wasn't just a material which they utilised on a daily basis, it was actually used as a gemstone even then. And the Romans believed that this optical effect was actually shards of moonlight placed there by the lunar gods, and that's where it gets its name, moonstone. Now this particular adulorescence these lime greens and electric blues. You also see some gold and apricot tones as well, is why it has the name Rainbow Moonstone. Absolutely incredible variety. We're going to have to get the price on screen because they're already flying out the door. It's very, very high quality strand. Currently priced on our website at $15.95. We are, for the last few in stock, going to give you an incredible price reduction. It's only available till 9 PM or of course while stocks last. The code is XPSF30 down to $11.95 this evening. And don't forget, it's these optical effects which are going to allow you to create a bit of a sales buzz when you come to sell your handmade jewellery, because if people don't know about gemstones, the second they see this optical effect, they're going to fall in love with it. Look at that. The angular resonance is absolutely abundant across all the gemstones, particularly on these faceted rondelles. It's available right now for $11.95. We only have a couple left in stock now. The code is XPSF30, 65 carats in total. It's one of the highest quality strands of Rainbow Moonstone we've ever had here at JewelleryMaker. And it's available right now for $11.95. Essentially an added to your order price for what you're getting here, especially when you consider the quality on offer. We're going to leave that one with you. It's available at $11.95, but I'll be honest, we've got one left in stock. So we're going to move on. Moving on now. Ooh. Gorgeous multi-tonal aquamarine. So we're talking earlier about having a real consistency of colour on one strand of aquamarine. Here, you've got multi-tones here. You've got a range from your sky blues to your lagoon greens, and it's just going to provide you with that little bit more creative scope. 70 carats in total. These are top drilled puffy pairs, so they have that broader finish, that almost 3D-like look. Love the inclusions on this actually. It's really adding to the feel of the gemstone. As I say, this is going to allow you to create a multitude of designs because you've got a variety of colour tones here. They range in size from 9x7 to 9x8, so very, very slight variation in size. They all look the same to the naked eye. The code is DDGP64. Let's have a look at our current price. Wow. Genuine aquamarine, already down at $6.95. As I say, one of the most sought after varieties of beryl. You know, it's rubbing shoulders with the likes of morganite, goshenite, emerald. Aquamarine already available on our website for $6.95, but we're going to go even lower this evening. It's only available at this reduced price until 9 PM, so you've got about 15 minutes to add this to your order. 70 carats of aquamarine for $3.95. If we hadn't found an added to order price for you so far, we just did. DDGP64, 70 carats of aquamarine available for $3.95. People are literally flying onto the phone lines to take advantage of this deal. It could well be a sellout tonight. If you want to take advantage, act now. I'll tell you what, if you've already paid $2.95 today for your P&P, I would start dialing right now. $3.95 for genuine aquamarine. Now, you know, I'm not going to try and make out like this is Santa Maria aquamarine. Okay, it isn't. The last strand I was saying resembled that colour tone, but even that wouldn't have been considered Santa Maria aquamarine. So this is what we're talking about when we're working with genuine gemstones. There's a huge variety of qualities and finishes to the gemstones. This particular variety of aquamarine is offering you something different to the last because you've got that variety of colour tones. It increases your design scope. What you can create using aquamarine will be increased because of the variety of colour tones here. And when you're talking about an added to order price of $3.95 for genuine gemstones, I know for a fact you can't get a meal in a fast food restaurant for $3.95. DDGP64, you have got a gemstone that has been revered for centuries, that is going to continue to be revered, and you can add it to your collection for $3.95. People are flying in on the phone lines. This could be another sellout tonight here on the Miss It Miss Out show. Take advantage right now. Lots of people multi-buying this strand, and I am not surprised. So well done to Anne, Angela, Anne-Marie, Susan, Joan, Anita, Eileen, Alison, Mrs. Hampshire. No, Mrs. in Hampshire. DDGP64 is available right now for $3.95. If you want to take advantage, act now to avoid disappointment. It looks like it could be a sellout. If you've got a phone in your hand, you have been successful. So well done. We're going to move on though. We've got a lot to fit in before we bring you our superstar buy. In fact, I'm going to give you one last heads up, because if you've just tuned in now, you may not know what I have coming up in 10 minutes time, if that. A premiere strand. The launch of purple coated pyrite. These are faceted top drill drops. This is coming up for you in 5 or 10 minutes time. I have got a ridiculous launch price, but I have to warn you, I think it's going to be a sellout. So if you do want to get involved with this, dial the second the code hits the screen. It's coming up in 5 or 10 minutes. We're going to leave that one with you. We're going to move on to Mexican fire opal. Says shaded opal, but it's fire opal. I can tell from the colour tones and the variety here. You can actually see from the colour tones that the way that this particular opal forms is that it's fast cooling fossilized lava, and you can see from the color tones that's exactly what you're getting here, can't you? 80 carats in total. The pair drops range in size from 6x4 to 14x9. ZWRU60. ZWRU60, and we are going to give you pretty huge price reduction. Now, the most impressive thing about this particular strand is that we've also got the rarest variety of fire opal on this strand, the red varieties, which are known as cherry opal. There's loads of it on here. We're going to give you a price reduction this evening. The current price on our website for this strand of opal is $24.95. Very, very high-end strand of opal, very, very rare, and actually even more rare. Hold on. Can we go into this one? Are we going to be able to see it? Oh, I can see. Did we see it? And we see that opalescence inside. Now, this is a variety of opal which shouldn't even really display this. It normally takes the varieties of opal that take longer to form. Oh, there's only one remaining in stock. The code is ZWRU60. If you want to add this to your order, act immediately. We're going to leave this one with you because there are so few left in stock now. We're going to move on. Oh, I'm glad you picked that one. I was just eyeing it up. Now, we've talked a lot tonight about cultured pearls, haven't we? And how eclectic they are, how they work in so many different varieties of design. Congratulations. It's when people come through on the phone lines, but we haven't actually launched the price yet. Look at these. Now, when we're talking about genuine cultured pearls, as I said, traditionally within the jewellery world, they're prized for their roundness and their pearlescence. But when you're creating handmade jewellery, you want to get an organic feel. That's why we work with organic minerals. You want to get the irregularities which prove that you have sourced genuine cultured pearls, and that's exactly what Keshi pearls offer you, isn't it? Now, actually, because of the irregularities in the shapes and the sizes, you actually get a greater amount of pearlescence, in my opinion, because each and every one of those slight imperfections and those sort of folds within the pearl adds that little bit of extra pearlescence. It allows the light to play on the surface of the pearl that little bit more. These are top drilled Keshi pearls. They're 10 by 6 mil in size. The code is DHGP61. Let's have a look at our current web price for this strand of Keshi pearls. This has a gorgeous champagne style pearlescence. They're already $9.95, which represents the best value on the market, but we're not staying there. This is a miss it, miss out show, and we are going to provide you with the best possible price. This price reduction will only be available until 9 PM. The code is DHGP61, should be $9.95, down right now to $6.95. Once again, giving you the equivalent of your P&P back in your pocket. DHGP61, I told you we're going to try and find and add it to your order price for each and every one of you, and people are literally flying in on the phone lines now. People love these organic minerals. People are aware of pearls, so that makes them easier to integrate into a design, doesn't it? A sellable design, I should say. But maybe people aren't quite aware of Keshi pearls, so they add another element to your design, something which you can sort of inform your customers about. They're still going to know it's a genuine pearl because of the pearlescence, but because of those irregular shapes, they're going to add texture to your designs. They're going to add an element of an organic nature to your designs, and you can add them to your order right now for $6.95, making a huge saving. But of course, at 9 PM, they're going to return to that original price point of $9.95. The code is DHGP61. Congratulations to everybody on the phone line. Well done to Kathy, Amanda, Penny, Yvonne, Chris, James, Christine, Richard. Oh, another Yvonne, you're there as well. Hazel. Congratulations to Victoria, Natalie, Laura, you're there. A new buyer. Well done to everyone flying in on the phone lines. That is an incredible deal. Genuine Keshi pearls, golden Keshi pearls, so they work in so many different elegant designs, wouldn't they? There could be bridal commissions, which these are now being included in. Just $6.95 this evening. You do of course have your 30-day money back guarantee, so you can get these home, see them for yourself. If you're not happy, you can send them back, but I don't think you're going to be disappointed when you get hold of genuine Keshi pearls at the reduced price of $6.95. I'm going to leave that one with you. We're going to move on. Moving on now to beautiful red jasper. Now that is the sort of industry standard name. I've been told off for renaming them, but I have renamed them. I call them terracotta jasper, but only so that nobody sort of thinks that it's the studio lights and what have you. Just to give you a fair reflection of the colour tone you're going to get. It does have that sort of Mediterranean feel to it. That's certainly how it makes me feel. But, you know, as I say, everybody has their own personal association with gemstones. I think when you get home, you'll see exactly what I'm referring to. This is a gorgeous variety, very organic. It's got a lot of banding on the surface of each and every gemstone. So, going to provide you with a unique look on every single gemstone. And actually, these would be large enough to be used as pendants. They're 25 by 18 mil in size. They're oval shaped. And that actually provides you with 380 carats in total. The code you need is ZYPO19. Let's have a look at our current web price for this strand. $7.95, but we're not staying there tonight. We are going to give you a price reduction, but it's only available till 9 PM. So if you want to take advantage, if you want to add to that 1 P&P per day of $2.95, then start dialing right now. We're about to reduce the price for 380 carats of your red jasper ovals. They're 25 by 18 mil in size, should be $7.95. In 10 minutes, they'll return to the price of $7.95. But right now you can add them to your order for $5.95, a clearance price. We only have a limited number available. I know how popular the jaspers are, and actually, I'm just looking at these and I'm thinking, could you actually use these as cabochons? I know they don't have the flat finish, but they still have that domed feel to them. It looks like we have enough people on the phone lines for these to be a sellout at just $5.95. So congratulations to everybody who's flying in there, making these part of your collection. ZYPO19, 380 carats, available at the clearance price of $5.95. I'm going to have to leave that one there. I'm going to move on. Ooh, we'll fit in one more of these. Botswana agate. Oh, it's brown stripe agate. To be honest, same difference really, because you're still getting those really earthy colours. You're getting unique banding on each and every gemstone, and you're getting huge puffy coins. These are 20 mil in size. You're getting 300 carats in total. The code is FCGP63. Let's have a look at our current web price for this strand of brown striped agate. Wow, already down to $6.95, and we're not staying there. We are going to give you a clearance price this evening, but it's only available at under £5 for the next few minutes, taking them down to $4.95. I told you we were going to try and find and add it to your order price for everyone, and that's just what we're doing right now. 300 carats of striped agate, 20 mil coins, so you could get away probably with using these as pendants or certainly feature gemstones within your designs, and they're available right now for under £5, just $4.95. Well done to everybody flying in on the phone lines. We've got lots of Anitas on the phone line, one from London, one from Kentucky. Well done to Sharon, Laurie, new buyers, Yvonne, Kathleen. Well done to everybody flying in on the phone line. So take advantage of this deal. $4.95 is all you're going to pay this evening for brown stripe agate. And of course, in just 5 minutes time, they're going to return to the original price of $6.95. So well done to you. We're going to have to leave that one there. Are we going to do one more, or are we going to move on now? I think it's time to do a superstar buy. Welcome back to Jewellery Maker, and it is now time for a superstar buy. Generally, at the close of play each day, we are going to launch a brand new product, and that's exactly what we're about to do. I'm giving you lots of heads up about this. Gorgeous purple coated pyrite. So fool's gold, giving you that gemstone weight, but instead of giving you that golden tone, here we have given it this beautiful purple coating. The code you need is MFRU91, over 100 carats of pyrite here. Now these faceted drops range in size from 7x5 to 13x7. As I say, the code you need is MFRU91. If you want to add these to your order, you can do so right now. I hope you're dialing that free phone number, because I believe these are going to be a sellout. Let's have a look at our launch price this evening for our superstar buy, purple coated pyrite. Under £10, just $9.95. If you want to make them yours, honestly, these are going to add such a beautiful look to any design. The best way to describe them is they're the same colour as the chocolate wrapper. That's the purple tone you're getting here. We've discussed the idea of using them alongside amethyst. Now, we've talked about the traditional colour tone of amethyst, but I think they'd look gorgeous with your beautiful lavender amethyst. Nice little juxtaposition between the regal purple and the lavender tones. It's up to you how you use them, but get them home tonight. If you want to make these yours, dial now. Lots of people multi-buying. Well done to Carol, you've got 2. Betty, you've got 2. Linda, you've got 3 strands of these. Well done to Debbie, you've got 2 strands. Hazel, you're there. Carol, Audrey, Penny, Vivian, Deborah Jane, Laurie, Linda, Margaret, Fran, Linda, Yvonne. Lots of people flying in on the phone lines now to get these for under £10. A launch price this evening for purple coated pyrite, $9.95. The code is MFRU91. If you want to get hold of these, you need to dial right now. We've got a free phone number here at Jewellery Maker, 0800 644 655. Get these home, see them in the flesh. You've got a 30-day money-back guarantee with which to make your final decision, particularly if you already have a P&P up and running today. If you've already paid your $2.95 for P&P, you're never going to pay that again. You only pay 1 P&P per day here at Jewellery Maker, and you can add this incredible strand to your order for just $9.95 today. The code
Welcome to Designer Inspirations. Thank you very much for joining me. My name is Becky and giving us all of the inspiration we will ever need today. It's the wonderful Gemma Crow.
Good afternoon.
Hello, how are you?
Very well, thank you. Very well.
Good. We've already had a little flash from Gemma of her piece that she's going to be making later on for us. That will be the sari silk design, and we'll be having a look at that at 3 o'clock.